लाइव हो गया? So, good evening everyone. We are continuing with our revise through 500 questions of environment. So far, we have taken 2 sessions. The link of the day 1 and day 2 is there in the description of this video, as well as the PDFs are also available in the description. Now, yesterday we were doing day 2 and I said ki day 2 mein there are more questions that I need to cover. Now, so today we are continuing with this portion only, where we are covering the fundamentals of biodiversity, mammals, birds, reptiles and those kind of things. We will not be starting the third wala syllabus portion. That third and fourth will do tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll solve around 200 questions. In that we'll try to finish 3 and 4 both. Biodiversity बहुत बड़ा होता है सबसे. Okay, so today we have questions starting from 301 till 450. But let us start from question number 423, because पहले हम PYQs करते हैं and 423 से 450 तक the questions that we have, question number 423 to 451 that we have today are PYQs of biodiversity from 95 to 2011. At that time, less number of questions were asked, but all those questions are also significant. All those questions are also important. After 2013, when civil services and forest services examination have been clubbed together, we have seen that number of questions have drastically increased. But even between 95 to 2011-12, we had some questions. So we will first do those questions before we come to the remaining ones. Okay, so let's go to question number 423. (423) 95 से we will be starting to do. Brandon Flint is writing, सर काश आपके बारे में पहले पता चल जाता. Sir, can you help me clear mains if I anyhow clear prelims? I'm sorted for optional. I am just worried about GS. Don't worry. आप अच्छे से पढ़ाई करिए. We are always there, be it for prelims, be it for mains, be it for interviews, and anything and everything that you will need. हमारा GS2, GS3, GS4 and GS1, GS1, 2, 3, 4 सबके programs will be announcing very soon. We don't announce those programs here because unnecessarily आपका time waste होगा. So on the day of preliminary examination in the evening, we'll announce all our programs. We have all programs and everything that is needed for your mains preparation would be taken care of at level up IAS. Okay, so come back to this. Question number 423. The only snake that builds a nest is, हमने पढ़ा ये class में, we have studied it. Which is the snake which builds nest? King cobra. King cobra is the only snake which will build nest. No other snake build nest for them. Okay, so देखो, we have studied it now in 2024 when we were studying about snake biodiversity in India. One of the key things that we talked about. What is the IUCN status of king cobra? What is the IUCN status of king cobra? देखो, there is Indian cobra, there is king cobra. Indian cobra इतने सारे हैं that they are least concerned. Whereas king cobra's numbers are much lesser, they are vulnerable. Revise नहीं किया है? करो करो करो. देखो, they've already asked this question कि which one of them make nest and build them ferociously. Okay, in fact I remember notes में यही लिखा हुआ था कि king cobras are known to build nest and then protect them very ferociously. If you go around those nests, go near those nests, king cobra would attack you. Okay, so what is the answer here? B. Do you remember saw-scaled viper and crate? हमने we had studied 4 snakes, the big 4. In big 4, what did we have? Brussels viper, common crate, Indian cobra and saw-scaled viper. These were the big 4 snakes in India which are responsible for highest number of deaths. Right? ये पढ़ा था हमने. We studied about big 4 snake. We studied about king cobra, which is not part of big snake, which big 4, which is vulnerable. We also spoke about a number of other critically endangered snakes. We spoke about some invasive snakes. Right? So यहाँ पे answer is B. 423 answer is B. 424. most of the desert plants bloom during night. Tell me, 424. एग्जाम में ए और बी दोनों मार्क कर पाओगे? ए, डी, yes, the answer is D. Answer is D. See, what happens is, uh, in desert region during daytime, insects will not be able to come out. Temperature is so high, so insects come out at night. So pollination would happen at night, and therefore flowers will bloom at. This is the primary reason. Got it? So this is the desert insects are active during night. These insects will be able to participate in pollination, and thus flowers there also bloom at. Okay, in fact there are other characteristic of these flowers. जैसे एक तो flowers bloom at night, ये समझ लिया हमने. Write down some more things about it. These flowers don't look very colorful. These flowers don't look very colorful, which would have required more water. Colors would have required more water. These flowers don't look very colorful. They're generally white or pale in color. They're generally white or pale in color. Now, एक और चीज, they're not very colorful. How do they attract insects? Attracting insects is very crucial. At night, they're not visible, they're not very colorful. How do they attract insects? Smell. So these flowers are clever enough to attract the night flying insects by radiating great smell. That is another characteristic. Desert flowers will radiate great smell, which will attract insects. Now, abhi ye पूछ लिया है. They may ask you some other features also. We should be ready. We should be right. So for question number 424, what is the answer? D is the answer. D for dog. 425. 425 is easy. We have this was asked even in recent years, and we have done it already. Mycorrhiza. देखो repetition होने का scope. Questions getting repeated. D will be the answer. 425 में. 426. Which one of the following organisms can serve as biofertilizer? In fact, before doing 426, let's go to 427. Now 427 is not a PYQ, not a PYQ of UPSC. ये एक class 12 के biology का question. But I first want you to do this, and then doing the previous one would be easier. The most common biofertilizer for rice crop is Azola. थोड़ा समझाते हैं इसके बारे में. देखो, rice plants need nitrogen as nutrient, so they need some nitrogen fixing bacteria. Okay, many other plants could have been used for nitrogen fixing purposes, but Azola has several other advantages. Have you ever seen Azola? So if you go to rice cultivation, the fields where rice is being cultivated, that field will be filled with water, and a rice plant would be coming out of it. But if Azola has also been grown, you would see a layer of Azola over the water. It would be so green, you will not be able to see inside the water. So along with rice, Azola is grown. Okay, there are many advantages. This green layer over the water of Azola will not allow sun to penetrate in, so other plants will not be able to, other weeds will not be able to. That is one advantage, and then it also do nitrogen fixation, and thus also act as biofertilizer. Right? I'll make you write these things, but are you understanding what I'm trying to say? In fact, let me show you an image. Rice field You see this image, rice plant, नीचे ना मिट्टी नहीं है, it's filled with water and over it there is this green cover. This is Azola. Are we understanding? So write some things about Azola. It's commonly called mosquito fern or duckweed fern. Mosquito fern, FERN, commonly called. Azola के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. Azola is commonly called mosquito fern or duckweed fern. It is used in rice paddies as companion plant. It is used in rice paddies as companion plant. As companion plant. It is used in rice paddies as companion plant. It has nitrogen fixing cyanobacteria in symbiotic association. Which one? Azola. Azola has nitrogen fixing cyanobacteria. It has nitrogen fixing cyanobacteria in symbiotic association. It grows widely and forms a dense mat. Dense mat, mat होता है ना, mat is चटाई. It forms a dense mat. Does not allow water to pass through. Does not allow water to pass through. Oh, sorry, no, water nahi. It doesn't allow light to pass through. I'm sorry. It doesn't allow light to pass through and prevents the growth of other plants apart from rice. Other plants apart from rice. तो Azola symbiotic relationship में है किसके साथ? Cyanobacteria के साथ, है ना, जो नाइट्रोजन फिक्सिंग करेगा. Azola is in symbiotic relation with cyanobacteria which is doing nitrogen fixation. जैसे Azola है ऐसे ना, उस बैक्टीरिया का नाम है, one of the cyanobacteria is nostoc, NOSTOC. One of the cyanobacteria is nostoc. जैसे Azola इसके साथ symbiotic relation में है. Cyanobacteria is a common term, है ना. One of the cyanobacteria that is there is. So this question, the most common biofertilizer for rice crop is Azola. This we all understand now. Now, so 427 में answer will be A. For 427 answer will be A. Now, if I go to 426, which one of the following is the question? Which one of the following organism can serve as biofertilizer for rice crop? Blue-green algae are what? Cyanobacteria, right? So, which one of the following organisms can serve as biofertilizer for rice crop? Blue-green algae or cyanobacteria जो Azola के साथ symbiotic relation में है, right? So this was one of the question that was asked in the year 2000. मैं school में था. At that time UPSC aspirants were answering this. 426 का भी A, 427 का भी. Let's go to 428. This is also one of the PYQs. 428. Easy. A, keystone species. Okay. A. 428 का A. 429 epiphytes. Epiphytes need other plants for, depend on other plants for mechanical support. Yes, physical support or mechanical support. they may not be parasitic and all, they are depending on others for mechanical support. Okay, 430. Consider the following plants. I may be pronouncing these wrong because I don't have botany as background. Okay, Bougainvillea carnation. What is it? Bougainvillea. Bougainvillea. It's those flowers. जैसे ना आप कई बार industrial area से तो outside factory wall they will have a lot of colorful pinkish flowers. Those are Bougainvillea flowers. Then carnations. In marriage halls and all, carnations are used for decoration on many occasions. No, they don't use it. I think you haven't seen it. Okay, you need to attend more expensive marriages. Okay, cocoa. We know cocoa, what cocoa is, and grapes. Which of these plants are propagated by stem cutting? It was asked in Prelims 2001 in class 5-6 में था मैं शायद. Which of these plants are propagated by stem cutting? Do we know what stem cutting is? Like, you must be knowing it about grapes. Grapes mein how do we, you take a stem of grape and just sow it in the, like put it in the soil and add some water and grape plant will come out of it. Grapes ke seed se grapes ko grow karna is tedious. Stem cutting se doing it is easy. Right? That is stem cutting. So the question they asked was, which of these plants are propagated by stem cutting? Bougainvillea, carnations, cocoa, grapes. All. कुछ समझ में नहीं आया तो all मार दो. दो है, देखो 1 and 4 we have all perhaps done this. Like when I was a kid, so in my school there was a grapes plant. So एक तो we were so badmash, we never allowed grapes to get big. Even when grapes are very small, no खट्टा खट्टा लगता है. छोटे बच्चों को तो खाने में मजा आएगा ही. पत्ते भी अच्छे लगते हैं तो. इतनी बकरी नहीं हुए थे हम अभी. You are still on the fruit only. Anyways, so 1 and 4 for sure are there. 2 and 3 ka we are not sure about. But when we look at the options, we have D and we have E, where both 1 and 4 are there. So for now, write down answer is D, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll understand this. We'll understand why answer is D, 1, 2, 3, 4. देखो, अच्छा, if I give you this statement that all the plants can be propagated through stem cutting, true or false? All the plants can be propagated by stem cutting, true or false? Sure? All है तो आप eliminate कर ही दोगे. But please understand, there are many plants who do not even have proper stem. Expecting them to be propagated by stem would be difficult. Okay, so not all plants are propagated by stems. They say plants which are not suitable for stem cutting, or plants which are not suitable for this thing, stem say propagation. Write down plants which are not suitable for stem cutting or stem propagation. Not suitable की लिखवा रहा हूँ मैं, not the suitable ones. I'm talking about plants which are not suitable to be propagated by stem cutting. One are monocots. Do you remember dicots and monocots? We had studied it in plant biodiversity. The flowering plants can be classified into dicots and monocots. So monocots are not suitable. We have not seen them to be very successful. And then plants which have specialized structures like rhizomes. कुछ plants हैं जो who grow through rhizomes, or who have bulbs or tubers. जैसे tubers like potato, right? A potato का plant, expecting it to be propagated by stems is not feasible, is not possible. Otherwise, other plants, some may be successful, some may not be very successful, can be propagated by stem propagation. Okay, so success rate may be very, very low. These are two things which are not suitable at all. Got it? So in this case, all four could be propagated by. Got it? Now let's go. So what is the answer for 430? D. Let's go to 431. Okay. Rahul is saying, sir, the PDF of lecture 2 is deleted from the channel, please. Achha, I'll look at it after the class, Rahul. Let's do this. It's my own channel. If by mistake someone has deleted it, I'll put it there again. Now, today's PDF is there, right? Lecture 2 ka nahi hai na? Lecture 2 ka I'll put it again after the class and we'll change the link if it has been done. I'm really sorry for this. Let's come to 431. Which one of the following statement is not correct? एक तो अपना, when we don't know anything, we will use our elimination techniques. All echinoderms are viviparous. Do you remember what echinoderms are? When we were classifying animals into vertebrates and invertebrates, echinoderms किस category में आ रहे थे? Invertebrates. Invertebrates में वो नहीं थे जिनके बॉडी से रेडियल आर्म्स निकल रहे हैं, स्टारफिश, सी कुकुम्बर, दे आर ऑल एकिनोडर्म्स. आपने क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ एनिमल्स वाला चैप्टर नहीं पढ़ा, क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ एनिमल्स, क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ प्लांट्स वाला चैप्टर नहीं पढ़ा. आई टॉट इट इन साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी, दैट्स व्हाई परहैप्स यू मिस्ड इट. साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी में बायोलॉजी बेसिक्स में वी हैव कवर्ड two things. One, cells, tissues related chapter, another classification of life form. But वो biodiversity से related ही है ना, so I have included those questions here only. So if you remember, in invertebrates, सबसे basic living organisms were porifera, fungus. Then we had cnidaria. ऐसे ही we had platyhelminthes, nematodes. It went on like this. Then we come to arthropoda. Arthropoda में we had insects and all those things. And then we came to echinoderms. Echinoderms में we had those organisms which had radially, they had a central body and then arms coming out. So starfish was one of them. Sea cucumber, we have discussed sea cucumber in a lot of details in biodiversity. That was another one. Right. So all echinoderms are viviparous. That is wrong. Echinoderms like starfish, sea urchins, etc. are oviparous. That is, they lay eggs. They're generally oviparous. Starfish, the sea cucumber or the urchins, starfish and sea urchins, they are echinoderms. They are what? They are oviparous. They are egg laying. Viviparous का मतलब क्या होता है? Live birth दे रहे होंगे. Mammals are viviparous, not all of them. यहाँ तो ये भी लिखा था all mammals are viviparous. Even then it would have been wrong. Okay, one is wrong. Did we understand? Now second, अच्छा, let's look at BCD also. Roundworms have no circulatory system. True or false? You will say true because एक false कर दिया है हमने. Yes. If you again remember that class, we were seeing circulatory system develops much later. Circulatory system develops much later. पहले body में एक cavity develops, and till insects in the cavity we have all the fluid and there is no well defined circulatory system. Circulatory system, advanced organisms have circulatory system where we have blood vessels which take things from one place to another. That is not the case in basic living organisms. और आपको याद हो roundworms तो nematodes में आते हैं, they were among the basics. Even in insects, we do not have well defined circulatory system. We have everything in the cavity. When you kill a mosquito, mosquito के cavity में all the blood is there and you see that getting spread. Like unlike our body which has circulatory system, mosquitoes do not have well defined circulatory system. So roundworms has no circulatory system is also. Got it? If you want to write down. Roundworms or nematodes lack a circulatory system. Roundworms or nematodes lack a circulatory system. Lack a circulatory system and depend on fluid filled fluid से भरा हुआ fluid filled pseudocoelom. Pseudocoelom. pseudo cavity बोल लो, and depend on pseudo COELOM coelom for nutrient distribution and waste removal. We have circulatory system for nutrient distribution, waste removal. They don't have that, and that's why B is correct. That's why B is correct. In bony fishes, swim bladder is usually present. अब सही तो है ही. देखो, in fish we know two kinds of fish which have bones and fish which are cartilaginous. That is, जिनके bones नहीं होते, जिनके cartilage होते. जैसे shark के बारे में हमने पढ़ा था, they are cartilage वाले. तो first statement is in bony fishes swim bladder is usually present. That is true. Swim bladder क्या होता है? Swim bladder ना ऐसे समझो, they have an organ which is filled with air that provides them buoyancy. Bony fish have them, but cartilaginous fish like sharks, rays, their swim bladders are not present. So while this is true, bony fish में swim bladder is usually present, but cartilaginous, जो ये वाला term है cartilaginous fishes don't have swim bladder. Note it, ये भी लिख लो ना. At that time it would be correct. So they have swim bladder, cartilaginous fish don't have swim bladder. Got it? Got it? Now fourth statement, in cartilaginous fish fertilization is internal. This is also true. So generally fish में क्या होता है ना, fertilization is external. The egg would come out of the body, the male sperm would come out of the body and they will get fertilized outside the body. Bony fishes में generally ये होता है. But in the cartilaginous fish, they have developed a mechanism for internal fertilization. Internal fertilization has higher chances of getting success. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, B, C, D are correct. A is wrong. A में it's not viviparous. Most of them are what? Oviparous. Got it? Did we get our answer? A is the answer. 431 में A is the answer. Let's go to 432. Consider the following animals of India. अब देखो यहाँ पे ना, in 2003 preliminary examination they had written crocodile and elephant. अब मुझे लगा crocodile has 3 different species in India. Crocodile ना, they should have either written mugger or saltwater crocodile or ghadial, and that's why I have replaced it a bit. And then again question was which of these are endangered. उसमें उन्होंने दोनों को endangered बोल रखा था, पर mugger is not endangered, saltwater crocodile is not endangered. तो I've modified this question a bit. I've modified this question a bit in order to bring it in sync with the current scenario. If today a question like this is asked, it would be like this. So consider the following animals of India: ghadial, elephant. Which of these are endangered species? अच्छा, ये endangered. Which of these are endangered? Elephant is endangered, है ना? Elephant is endangered. Ghadial is critically endangered. Okay. So B कर लेंगे 432 का B. Let's come to 433. 433. बताइए. Pangolins are found in India, right? How many different species of pangolins are there in India? India में कितने pangolin species हैं? 2. Indian pangolin and Chinese pangolin. Chinese pangolin is critically endangered. Indian pangolin is endangered. World में there are 8 species of pangolin. 4 are found in Africa. 4 are found in Asia. Of the 4 found in Asia, 2 are found in India. एक और नया स्पीसी रिसेंटली डिस्कवर हुआ है. वी हैवंट डिस्कवर्ड द लाइव स्पीसी, बट उसके स्केल्स हमने क्लास में पढ़ा था. इसका नाम रखा है भी मिस्टेरिया, बिकॉज वी हैवंट येट डिस्कवर्ड इट, वी हैवंट येट सीन इट. तो इन फ्यूचर वी मे हैव 9 species of pangolin, 9 extant species of pangolin. So pangolins do exist in India. That's why one is wrong. Gibbon is the only ape found in India. that's also true. We have studied about Hollow gibbon in a lot of detail. हम जब apes की बात करते हैं तो apes में there are gorillas, there are chimpanzees, there are gibbons, right? ये सब apes में आते हैं, but in India, North East India में only Hollow gibbons are found. ये हमने current affairs update में किया था, environment biodiversity का current affair update किया था हमने एक booklet छोटा सा, उसमें we had talked about it. अभी we'll discuss this in more details in the coming questions. There are more questions. So what is the answer here? 433 का B. Let's come to 434. Insectivorous plants, pitcher plant का तो you must be remembering the video also. I had played a video how a pitcher plant was able to kill a mammal. A rat was trapped in the pitcher and got killed, right? Rat is a mammal. So what is the answer? B is the answer. 434 का B is the answer. 435. In which of the following kinds of organism in the is the phenomena found wherein the female kills the male after copulation? (435). Let online students answer it. Come on, guys. Online students. I see very less participation today. 435. I need 10 answers from you people. Do you have an answer? C. Spider. Sure. What is this phenomena called? जहाँ पे female kills the male after copulation. After mating, male is killed. This phenomenon is called sexual cannibalism. देख लीजिए. This is called sexual cannibalism. This is called sexual cannibalism. Okay. It is known among spiders. जैसे एक spider है black widow. का नाम है black widow. Spiders, scorpions, बिच्छू, scorpions. Scorpions, and it is also seen in praying mantises. Praying, P-R-A-Y-N-G, praying, P-R-A-Y-N-G, M-A-N-T-I-S-E-S, mantises. ये भी एक insect होता है. I'll just show you the image that will help you. You all understand spider and scorpion. This is the insect. This one you must have all seen it, है ना? So this also shows sexual cannibalism. This also shows sexual cannibalism. You see this phenomena in honeybee. Do we see this phenomena in honeybee? See, वो actually not intentionally gets killed. यहाँ पे तो it in cannibal they eat it up. Your queen honey is not going to eat up the male bee, right? यहाँ पे they eat it. I was coming to that question. क्यों करते हैं ऐसा? Just imagine humans में ऐसा हो रहा होता, है ना? सेक्स रेशियो बैलेंस्ड होता. बैलेंस करने के लिए कर सकते हैं. कैनिबलिज्म. नाम क्या है आपका? बताओ बताओ. साहिल. देखो भाई, जो भी साहिल में इंटरेस्टेड हो, साहिल से शादी करना चाह रहा हो ना, साहिल शुड गेट ओनली वन हनीमून. उसके बाद कैनिबलिज्म हो जाना चाहिए. So why do they do it? The question is, why do they do it? Actually, there is no well-known reason. Some experts say that it is to get nutrition. So they say mosquitoes consume. देखो, female mosquitoes are the one which takes blood from humans. Male mosquitoes कभी human से blood suck नहीं करते. Why? Because female mosquitoes need it for nutrition for eggs. So it is said that this may be a mechanism to increase the nutrition. Some other explanations are also there, like male is ready to sacrifice itself for the next generation. There are some other explanation where they say ki actually female is not able to differentiate between the food and the partner. An aggressive female end up killing the partner only. These are different things, but sexual cannibalism is a phenomena that is visible in teen चीजों में, in teen में quite popular. A few days back, Hindu में there was an article on this, and UPSC in the past have asked this question, so they may ask this kind of thing again. Okay, PYQs हमें सब strongly prepare रखना है. Okay, let's now go to, so here what is the answer? C is the answer, right? 436. Let's go to 436. C, langur, right? देखो, when we talk about classification of life forms, so all the life are divided into 5 kingdoms: Monera, Protista, fungi, plant, animalia. Animals are further divided into invertebrates and vertebrates. Vertebrates में वो 5 हैं जिनके पास backbone है. Which are those 5? We have mammals. We are mammals. Birds, apes, reptiles, fish, and amphibian. अब जो mammals हैं, they can further be divided into various categories. One of those categories is primates. And primates के अंदर there are tail वाले primates, बंदर, langur and all, and there are बिना tail वाले primate, those are apes. Tail वाले, तो primates में we have tail वाले primates with tail and primates without tail. तो primates without tail are known as apes. So if you want to write down, apes include any tailless primate. Apes include any, अच्छा ये ना, actually I don't need to make you write, you already have it. जब हमने होलॉग गिबन पढ़ा है ना क्लास में, we already have this written, so I let it go. Like we already have these in our notes. Just revise your notes. These points are there in your notes. Current affairs updates वाले section में है. So here answer would be C. C, langur. We know langur has a tail, right? राजेश, अरे एसी बंद करवा दो, बस एक बीच वाला चलने दो, एक ये वाला. सबको बहुत सर्दी लग रही है, राइट? यू आर ऑल्सो फीलिंग कोल्ड, बस एक बीच वाला चलने दो, ये बंद करा दो, ये बंद करा दो, मेरा ये वाला रहने देना, ये बीच वाला. डन? All the complaints are taken care of. AC related complaints are done. Okay, let's come to 437. 437. ये तो अपन ने पढ़ा है अभी, न्यूज में भी था. देखो, it was asked in prelims 2008 but was in news recently also. C, Gambusia, right? हमने पढ़ा था. Why was it in news recently? It's becoming invasive. Gambusia is becoming invasive. Earlier we introduced it because it was able to reduce population of mosquitoes. But now it's becoming invasive and thus is becoming a cause of concern. 437 का answer is C. 437 C. Let's go to 438. ये तो easy है. Among the following, which one lays egg? तो mammals में कौन egg lay करता है? We have only studied 5 species in mammals which lay eggs. One is duck-billed platypus and 4 species of echidnas. Exceptional mammals पढ़े थे अपन ने? 5 species of mammals which lay eggs. Mammals are not supposed to lay eggs, but 5 species lay egg. One is duck-billed platypus and 4 species of echidnas. So answer is A. 438 का answer is A. Let's go to 439. Here I've just added this image because this will help me explain the various parts differently. This image was not part of the UPSC question. Please ignore it. है ना. अभी it will help me in explaining you things, that's why I added it here. Let's try to answer this. 439. Saffron. Saffron. Saffron is called what in Hindi? Kesar. Kesar. Sorry? Stigma. Stigma. Upanyas is saying stigma. In making the saffron spice, which one of the following parts of plant is used? Saffron spice बनाने के लिए क्या use होता है? So answer is D, stigma. Style and stigma are used. So देखो, this kind of question related to parts of flowers may be asked, and that is why I briefly want to cover different parts of a flower. देखो, flower has the part called sepal. Sepal or sepal is that part. Whenever you take a flower, उसके नीचे ना greenish part होगा, which is the protective layer. Initially, if you have, like, let's say marigold is something very common in around us. So marigold mein, when before the flower blooms, it's protected under a green body part. So that is sepal, and when the flower blooms also, niche the below it there would be this green part. If you come here, this is the lower part of the plant, and this green part is okay. So sepal हमें समझ में आया. Then what petal? Petal is this colorful leaves. We can say leaves of the. They are not actually leaves. Flowers का जो ये colorful वाला part है, these are called petals. So the bright colored petals are going to attract pollinators or birds. Okay, then we have something called stamen. S-T-A-M-E-N. S-T-A-M-E-N. This stamen is basically the male reproductive part of the flower. फूल का male reproductive part is stamen and female reproductive part is pistil. So stamen male reproductive part है, तो it would be producing pollens, right? So each stamen has a filament and an anther. These are stamens. This is stamen. So this is stamen. So each stamen has a filament and ऊपर एक anther, and this anther is responsible for producing pollens. Anther is responsible for producing pollens. And then we have the female part. Female part is called pistil. At the top we have stigma, then this tubule shaped thing is style, and lower part is ovary. Lower part is ovary. This is the female part. Ovary is the place which contains the ovules and which will eventually develop into seed. Fruits के अंदर भी जो seed रह जाएगा, that will be. Okay, तो जो केसर होता है, केसर is basically stigma and style. तो flower का which part is taken? Stigma and style. This part is taken as to make kesar or to make saffron. This was asked in the preliminary examination. So I hope you understand what is stigma, what is style. तो यहाँ पे option में only stigma was given, so we have only chosen D as the answer. Got it? 440. Marine animal dugong is what? Mammal. Easy one. Okay. D. 440 D. 441. Panda belongs to the same family as that of? Panda is a bear. है ना? It belongs to bear family. So A. 441 का A. अच्छा, this I should have deleted. Ignore it for now. 442. In the context of Indian wildlife, the flying fox is a bat actually. So this bat, its mouth is shaped like that of a fox, and that is why it's called flying fox. So in 2009 they had asked a question, in the context of Indian wildlife, the flying fox क्या है? Flying fox is a bat. Bat in Hindi is called चमगादड़. तो इसका मुंह थोड़ा bat shaped है. That's it. 442 A. 443. 443. all actually देखो this we have to know there is no solution here. So here both are correct. Here both are correct. अगर हम बायोफ्यूल की बात करेंगे तो इंडिया में द मोस्ट पॉपुलर सीड्स दैट वी आर कंसिडरिंग आर जेट्रोफा एंड कैस्टर. जेट्रोफा, कैस्टर, ये जो दो टर्म्स आप बार बार सुनोगे, दे आर यूज्ड फॉर मेकिंग बायोफ्यूल. इनके सीड्स आर बीइंग यूज्ड फॉर मेकिंग बायोफ्यूल. The Jatropha's seeds have 27 to 40% oil. Some natives of Mexico in the past had also used it for edible purposes. They had processed it in such a way that it could be used for edible purposes. Because it's not as easily edible, we prefer it to be used for biofuel. Now, ये जो दो चीजें हैं, sorry, Pongamia pinnata, other than Jatropha carcass, why is Pangomia pinnata also considered a good option for production of biodiesel? One, it is growing in arid regions of India, and two, it is the oil that the lipid that it produces has around 50% of oleic acid, which is useful as biofuel. Both the reasons are correct, so answer would be C here. 443, answer would be C. Let's go to 444. Some species of plants are insectivorous. Why? 444. D. They grow in those places where nutrition is less. Because nutrition in the soil is less, they will get nutrition from insects. Because nutrition in the soil is less, they will get nutrition from insects. These are insectivorous. We have to differentiate it from parasitic plants. Parasitic plants are those plants which do not have photosynthesis or which do not have chlorophyll, and thus they cannot do photosynthesis, or they do it at very low level, and thus for energy they are dependent on other plants. Those are parasitic plants. These are not parasitics, these are insectivorous plants. For some nutrition they depend on others. Okay, what is the answer? B is the answer. 444 ka answer would be B. Okay, let's go to 445. This I think we have done already, right? A similar question we have done as one of the PYQs only. Pesticide which is chlorinated hydrocarbon is sprayed on food crop. In this food chain, the highest concentration of pesticide would accumulate in which of the following? It will bioaccumulation and eventually biomagnification say the upper layer will have higher concentration of the chlorinated hydrocarbon. So hawk, D would be the answer. 445D. Let's go to 446. 446. A, D, both are wrong. Biodiversity hotspots are located in tropical regions only, not necessarily, right? India has 4 biodiversity hotspots, that's true, but these are not the 4 biodiversity hotspots that we have, right? These are not the 4 biodiversity hotspots that we have. Sunda land wala region hai na, right? So we had different 4 biodiversity hotspots. These are not. So D is the answer. 446, D is the answer. ये तो अपन ने क्लास में किया है. 447. 447. Both are correct. Why is one correct? Biodiversity is normally greater in lower latitudes as compared to higher latitude. Near equator biodiversity is high, right? Lower latitude पे, 0 latitude पे we have higher biodiversity when compared to higher latitude, right? Along the mountain gradient, biodiversity is normally greater in the lower latitude as compared to higher latitude. Yes, lower mountain region will have higher biodiversity, and eventually biodiversity will start decreasing as you go up because of very low temperature, right? So C is the answer. 447, C is the answer. 448. This is also a PYQ. 448. D. Threatened plants and animals. It doesn't have protected sites or conservation. We have never studied these things. Na? It's talking about endemic plants, or whenever we have spoken about red data book, we have talked about critically endangered, extinct. So threatened plants and animals. 449. The 2004 tsunami made people realize that mangroves can serve as a reliable safety hedge against coastal calamities. How do mangroves function as a safety? (449). Take your time, read. Let everyone read the question before we start answering. D. Mangrove trees do not get uprooted by storms and tides because of their extensive root, and it thus provides a break to tsunami. D. 449 D. 449 D. 450. Biodiversity forms the basis for human existence in the following way. I think all four. They help us in soil formation, prevention of soil erosion, recycling of waste, pollination of crops. Biodiversity helps us in all these, right? Answer should be D. Any concern, any doubts here? No. For 450 ka D. Let's go to 451. Come again. Recycle of waste. Nutrient cycling. What does it do? When you go, human waste जो जाता है, it gets recycled because of biodiversity, right? Okay. 451. 451. Three of the following criteria have contributed to the recognition of Western Ghats, Sri Lanka, Indo-Burma region as hotspot. तो हॉटस्पॉट बायोडाइवर्सिटी हॉटस्पॉट्स के क्राइटेरिया क्या है ये पूछ. Forget this question. हमने बायोडाइवर्सिटी हॉटस्पॉट पढ़ा है ना. What is the criteria for biodiversity hotspot? कौन बताएगा मुझे? क्लास में जो हमने पढ़ा था बायोडाइवर्सिटी हॉटस्पॉट होने का क्या क्राइटेरिया होता है? You will tell me. बताओ, आप कुछ नहीं बताते मेरे को. What's your name? शिवानी. आपका तो नाम भी मैं पहली बार सुन रहा हूँ. I see you in every class. You tell me. What is the criteria for biodiversity hotspot? What is the criteria for biodiversity hotspot? तो biodiversity hotspot होने के लिए you are a place which is losing a lot of biodiversity. मतलब you should be rich in biodiversity. You must have lost a lot of biodiversity. Rich in biodiversity, 70% of biodiversity must have been lost. है ना? और इसमें rich in biodiversity richness is seen by plants as 1500s of vascular plant as endemics. That is the endemism is also a criteria. Species richness is also a criteria, and threat perception. 70% of the biodiversity vegetation has been lost. Those three are the criteria. वही पूछा है. You were always wondering, guy, when I made you revise these things. Tell me the criteria for biodiversity hotspots. Tell me the criteria for the mega diverse countries. But UPSC, the past has asked these things. Okay, so 1, 3 and 5. 1, 3 and 5, C will be the answer. C will. 451, C will be the answer. Fine. So 451, we are done with PYQs. Now we will solve some other practice questions based on species which have been in news recently and other aspects. Let's go to 300. I've done PYQ in the beginning because I did not want that any of the PYQ should be missed. अगर इसमें से कुछ miss होता है, I'll give you answer key. You can attempt it at your own. But PYQ is very crucial for me, and that should not be missed. Let's go to 301. I think we did it yesterday. 301 तो हमने किया था ना. Dugong कहाँ मिलेगा? 2 and 3, I guess. Marine National Park, Gulf of Kutch and Gulf of Mannar. Someone had raised a question also, and I had clarified ki other than these two places, you can also find it in Andaman and Nicobar Island, because dugong is also the state animal of Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So 301 ka B is the answer. 302. 302. Let this answer come from online students. 302. I need 10 answers from online students. तस्मानियन डेविल पढ़ा है अपन ने यार, मार्सुपियल्स में ही पढ़ा था. मार्सुपियल में कंगारू पढ़ा था, तस्मानियन डेविल पढ़ा था. Both are correct. C is the answer. They are a type of marsupial, means they will carry along their newborn in a pocket, right? So they are marsupial, and from Australian mainland they had become extinct. But recently, after around 3000 years, we have again seen the newborn babies born here of Tasmanian devil. Tasmanian devil was introduced here from nearby islands, and now this has happened. So C. Marsupials पे question आया था last year. We know marsupials are only found in that region. The answer is C. Okay, let's go to 30. Yes, after 3000 years, that's true. वो वाइल्ड में रिप्रोड्यूस नहीं कर रहे थे. 303. Only 3. Which one is not found in India? Vaquita porpoise. Where is it found? Caribbean के पास मिलता है. Its population has reduced to less than 10. Population has reduced to down to 10 and that is why it was in Gulf of California में मिलता है. We had studied about this. IUCN का जब रिपोर्ट पढ़ रहे थे लेटेस्ट वाला, there it had mentioned Vaquita porpoise, hispid hare, hoolock gibbon, double humped Bactrian camel, all three of them we know. Double humped Bactrian camel will be found where? Nubra Valley, Leh Ladakh. Hoolock gibbon, Northeast India. Hispid hare, Assam is a place where hispid hare would be found. Right? हमने इन तीनों के बारे में पढ़ा है. We have also studied about Vaquita porpoise. Vaquita porpoise is found in Caribbean, Gulf of California, and its population reduced to less than 10. 303 का answer is C. Let's go to C. C for cat. 304. Echidna पे हमने देखा, अभी एक क्वेश्चन आया था. Echidna can be classified in which of the following categories? Monotremes. Monotremes are mammals which lay eggs. Monotremes, M-O-N-O-T-R-E-M-E-S, are mammals which lay eggs. So abhi there are only 5 species of monotremes which are surviving. One is duck-billed platypus and 4 species of echidna. And both these are found in Australia and New Guinea region. Like marsupials, monotremes, marsupials पे last year question आ गया. What if they ask you question about monotremes this time? They are also found in that region, New Guinea, Australia region में ही मिलते हैं. Right? Marsupials we understand. Do we understand what placental mammals are? Mammals which have placenta. So these are mammals that have a placenta which is an organ that connects the developing fetus to mother's blood supply. Placental mammals make up the vast majority of mammals. It includes rodents, bats, humans, we are all placental. Okay, cetaceans. What are cetaceans? Fourth one. हाँ, हमने कहाँ पे पढ़ा था cetaceans को? किसे हम बोल रहे थे cetaceans? Whales, dolphins, these were cetaceans. So these are mammals who have adapted to live in water. Group of mammals that have adapted to live in water. इसमें whales आते हैं, dolphins आते हैं, porpoises आते हैं. अभी हमने Vaquita porpoise की बात करी. Porpoises. These are mammals who have adapted to live in water. So not only we should be able to answer questions, we should be able to revise other aspects. All these things are there in our notes. We have done these things in classes. It just while revising you did not note things properly. कोई बात नहीं. Now this time when you will go through, flip through, you will see monotremes. Oh, I know monotremes are mammals which lay eggs. There are only 4 mammals which lay eggs. 5 mammals which lay eggs. Duck-billed platypus and 4 species of echidna. So 304. What is the answer? A is the answer. 305. 305. Again, let online students answer this. मैं हर 5th क्वेश्चन को ना ऑनलाइन स्टूडेंट्स को देता हूँ. नहीं, डायटम्स, क्रिटाशियंस, हेरिंग्स वो क्रुस्टाशियंस थे. Those were invertebrates, not cetaceans. ये mammals हैं. Don't get confused. 305. 305. Sir, चरण स्पर्श, true beacon of knowledge. अरे पढ़ लो. देखो, इससे कुछ नहीं होता. This is my work. I'm supposed to teach you. अभी भी I'm not satisfied. तो मेरा नाम संतोष है, but I'm not satisfied with, I do not have संतोष with what I have done with you people, what I have been able to contribute. थोड़ा और टाइम रहता तो मैं और भी चीज़ें करा पाता, आपका और अच्छे से रिविजन करवा पाता, और ज़्यादा क्वेश्चंस करा पाता. एक एक चीज़ जो हमने पढ़ी है सबको क्वेश्चंस के थ्रू रिवाइज करते. मोनोट्रिम्स हमने क्लास में पढ़ा है, बट हम ध्यान नहीं रख पाए. बट व्हेन यू हैव सॉल्व्ड क्वेश्चंस यू विल बी एबल टू रिकॉल देम. ओके, तो बहुत स्कोप है इम्प्रूवमेंट का, एंड आई विल ट्राई टू इंश्योर दैट आपके फ्यूचर बैचेस में, आपके जूनियर्स जिस बैच में होंगे उस बैच में और ज़्यादा सिस्टमैटिकली चीज़ें हो पाए. ओके, कम टू 305. बुगुनलियोसिसला तो बेटा बर्ड है ना, वो उसे कहाँ से ले आया यहाँ पे? बुगुनलियोसिसला तो बर्ड है ना, क्रिटिकली एंडेंजर्ड बर्ड. राइट, कहाँ मिलता है? ईगल नेस्ट वाइल्ड लाइफ सेंचुरी इन अरुणाचल प्रदेश, सब अभी बर्ड्स भी आ रहे हैं सब ओके वी कम बैक हियर। अच्छा इस पे 305 टेल मी हाउ मेनी, अच्छा इसके लिए बुगुनलियो सिलसिला बोल रहे थे, हाउ मेनी ऑफ द अबव बर्ड्स आर बोथ एंडेमिक एंड क्रिटिकली एंडेंजर्ड? आपको क्रिटिकली एंडेंजर्ड बर्ड्स हमने पढ़े थे वहां, कहीं 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 भी दूर दूर से आपके मणिपुर बुश क्वेल याद है? नहीं याद है ना। बाकी देखो बुगुनलियो सिलसिला ओनली अरुणाचल प्रदेश में मिल रहा है, हिमालयन क्वेल तो कई सालों से मिला ही नहीं, उत्तराखंड में मिले हैं, तो मतलब इट मस्ट बी एंडेमिक, उत्तराखंड के अलावा कहीं नहीं मिलता है। एंड देन जेडोन स्कॉर्सर ओनली इन ईगल नेस्ट वाइल्ड लाइफ सेंचुरी, सॉरी जेडोन श्रीलंका मल्लेश्वर वाइल्ड लाइफ सेंचुरी इन आंध्र प्रदेश, जेडोन स्कॉर्सर है ना, यही तीन है ना। तो मणिपुर बुश क्वेल इज नॉट क्रिटिकली एंडेंजर्ड, इट इज एंडेमिक, ऑल 4 ऑफ देम आर एंडेमिक टू इंडिया। एक रिपोर्ट आई थी ना बोटानिकल सर्वे ऑफ इंडिया की अभी, 75 एंडेमिक बर्ड्स ऑफ इंडिया, रिपोर्ट केम इन 2023, उसके की हाइलाइट्स हमने पढ़े थे, देयर वी आइडेंटिफाइड बर्ड्स व्हिच आर एंडेमिक टू इंडिया एज वेल एज क्रिटिकली एंडेंजर्ड। These are all 4 endemic, but only 3 of them are critically endangered, 2, 3, 4, 1 is not critically endangered. It's based on a report by Zoological Survey of India. So 3 is the answer, only 3. 305 ka C. Okay, 306. 306. Now mammals हो गए, अब हम birds पे आ गए हैं। 306. इनमें से कौन एंडेमिक है इंडिया में? Again from the same report, Zoological Survey of India का 75 endemic birds of India report. Which of them are endemic to India? देखो अभी हमने पढ़ा था मणिपुर बुश क्वेल इज endemic to India, Himalayan quail critically endangered as well as endemic, Zedon courser critically endangered as well as endemic, Nicobar megapod. Nicobar megapod is only found in Nicobar Islands. It's known, इसका नाम इसलिए दिया है क्योंकि it has large legs, megapods, and though it's not critically endangered but it is endemic. So all 4 of them are endemic to India. Answer is D. 306 में answer is D. Let's go to 307. 307. Kalrav Bird Festival. ये ना हमने पढ़ा नहीं है क्योंकि 2 साल पुराना हो गया है, बट जब मैं क्वेश्चन देख रहा था मैंने सोचा डाल देता हूं, बिकॉज विल स्पेंड 1 minute एंड in case it gets asked in the examination, students will be able to answer. It is a state bird festival of state of Bihar. It is a bird festival of state of Bihar. It was held at Nagi Nakti Bird Sanctuary, which is located in Jamui district of Bihar. It was held at Nagi Nakti Bird Sanctuary, the Jamui district of Bihar. Kalrav. Kalrav. Got it? So 307 में answer is B. B is correct, 2 is correct, and 1 is wrong. It is held in state of Bihar. 308. IUCN red list में which of these are critically endangered? हमने did we study hornbill species? Was there a single hornbill species which was critically endangered? In fact, endangered भी कोई नहीं था. Hornbill species were vulnerable. There was not even endangered hornbill species. India वाला, there was a helmeted hornbill from Southeast Asia which was critically endangered. India में कोई hornbill species critically endangered नहीं थे. We have very thoroughly crammed critically endangered birds. And we know Jedon's courser was the first bird that we study in critically endangered birds. Sri Lanka Malleshwar Wildlife Sanctuary in Andhra Pradesh, जहाँ पे ये मिला था, that place has been declared as Sri Lanka Malleshwar Wildlife Sanctuary in Andhra Pradesh. And then lesser florican. तो देखो bustard birds में the Great Indian bustard, Bengal florican, lesser florican, all 3 of them are critically endangered. All 3 of them are critically endangered. Bengal florican, Great Indian bustard and lesser florican, all 3 of them are critically endangered. So 1 and 2 308 में 1 and 2 are critically endangered. Answer would be B. 308 में answer would be B. Let's go to 309. Eagle Nest Wildlife Sanctuary कहाँ पे है? अरुणाचल प्रदेश. Bugunleo Sichla is found here. Arunachal Pradesh, fine. 309C. 310. Zedon's courser is most likely to be seen where? Eastern Ghats. Andhra Pradesh, Eagle Nest Wildlife Sanctuary, part of Eastern Ghats. This bird was considered extinct till 1986 when it was rediscovered. And the place where it was rediscovered, that region has been declared as Sri Lanka Malleshwar Wildlife Sanctuary in Kadapa district of Andhra Pradesh. C. 310 का answer is C. 311. White bellied heron. Is white bellied heron a critically endangered bird? A critically endangered bird. Right? अब भूल गए ना, मैंने आपको फरवरी में एकदम सारे क्रिटिकली एंडेंजर्ड बर्ड्स याद कराए थे, टिप्स पे कराए थे. फरवरी में वी टुक क्लासेस ऑफ बायोडाइवर्सिटी, अब सब भूल गए हो. व्हाइट बेलीड हेरॉन कहाँ मिलेगा? रात ईस्टर्न हिमालय. Eastern Himalayas. So foothills of Eastern Himalayas in India, northeastern Bangladesh, Burma, Bhutan, these are some places. India में Assam and Arunachal Pradesh में there are 5-6 different sites where they are found. White bellied herons are found there. 311 answer is A. 312. Firefly bird diverters. इसको protect करने के लिए which bird is being protected? Great Indian Bustard. Wire पे the चमकीले firefly bird diverters, so that these birds would be able to see those wires from far away and thus would be able to go down or go up. Generally what happens, their frontal vision is very less. So when the wires are very far away, they are not able to see the wire, and by the time they are able to see wire, they are very close to it and they end up colliding with the high tension electric cables, facing challenges. C. 312 ka answer is C. Let's go to 313. 313. 313. Why are online students not answering? Let online students answer this. 313 बताइए. ऑनलाइन बच्चों 313 का आंसर बताइए. अच्छा, ये तो मैंने अभी बता ही दिया. राइट, इजी वन. सी. 313 सी. हाँ, बैक. तो ऑनलाइन स्टूडेंट्स एक बार प्लीज कंफर्म. Am I visible and audible? Okay, so we were talking about 314. Tell me the answer for 314. 314. Vultures are one of the most efficient. What is the answer for 314? D. Yes, 1 and 3 are correct. 2 is wrong. Only 4 of the vultures in India are critically. There are 9 vulture species found in India. Only 4 are critically endangered. Which 4? Slender billed, white backed, white rumped, slender billed, long billed, white backed or white rumped, and red headed vulture. These are the 4 vulture species which are critically endangered. Rest, there was an Egyptian vulture which is endangered, and rest are vulnerable or near threat. Right, 314 answer is D. Let's go to 315. Let's go to 315. 315. Cyclophenac. Cyclophenac we know. Cyclophenac का ना replacement आया था cyclophenac. So it was also a anti-inflammatory drug, but recently studies have found that cyclophenac metabolizes into diclofenac in water buffaloes, and thus it may also be problematic and it also has to be given away. and therefore answer is C. Both are correct. 315 में both are correct. Answer is C. Let's go to 316. 316. Hey, बेरिंग सी से नहीं आता, साइबेरियन क्रेन तो साइबेरियन रीजन से, बेरिंग सी इस तरफ था. Spoon-billed sandpiper. Spoon-billed sandpiper was coming from Bering Sea. The bird migrates to India from coast of Bering Sea in the winter or southeast. Very specialized breeding habitat. हाँ, specialized breeding habitat was another key characteristic of spoon-billed sandpiper. ना रिवाइज नहीं किया, सनी ने भी रिवाइज नहीं किया है. बहुत इजी क्वेश्चंस हैं. 317. The bird is migratory to India. Breeds in southeast Russia and northeast China. In India, it can be seen in the state of Assam. They generally inhabit rich aquatic vegetation. बताइए. Siberian crane. Does Siberian crane come to state of Assam? नहीं आता ना, तो it cannot be. Bear's pochard. Bear's pochard. Where does it come from? It is satisfying all the four conditions. It is satisfying all the four conditions. It's migratory bird to India. It breeds in southeast Russia and northeast China. It come to Assam and aquatic vegetation को. Sociable lapwing. What is the issue with sociable lapwing? Why sociable lapwing cannot fulfill this? Sociable lapwing comes from Central Asia. And Indian vulture तो ठीक है. B is the answer. 317, B is the answer. Let's go to 318. 318 is easy because of second statement. Tell me. Birds you haven't revised properly. Huh? Birds पढ़ा नहीं क्या? You have spent at least 1 hour in studying birds in class and all these birds were discussed. देवहंस याद है? Winged wood duck was देवहंस. इसकी आवाज सुनाई देती है, but finding it was very rare, very difficult because it is found in those pristine areas. C. Winged wood duck or devhans. The bird species population is limited only to certain pockets of Assam and Arunachal Pradesh. In 2003, it was declared Assam state bird and it has a dark body, contrasting whitish head and neck. It's known for its those voice. क्योंकि इसकी सिर्फ आवाज सुनाई देता है, ये दिखाई नहीं देता, तो it has been given the name देवहंस. C. 318 आंसर इज C. लेट्स गो टू 319. बर्ड्स में आप सब लोगों ने पढ़ाई नहीं करी है, दिख रहा है. 319. A. A is satisfying 1, 2, 3, but not the fourth one. A का नाम like Great Indian Bustard is known as Godawan. Khadmore is name of lesser florican. Khadmore is name of the lesser florican. D. 319 का D. 320. 320. Hornbills are called forest engineers. खिड़की खोल के गाली दूं? हैं? ऐसे YouTube पे गालियां जाएंगी। Give me a second. Chaliye, I'm sorry guys. Forest engineers, they're called forest engineers because they are fruit eaters and they spread seeds of the fruit in throughout the forest. They spread the seeds of the fruit throughout the forest. 320 का answer is A. 320 का answer is A. 321. Hornbill species which is endemic to Western Ghats. Only found in Western Ghats. 321. C. Malabar grey hornbill. देखो, Malabar pied hornbill is found in Western Ghats as well as Sri Lanka. Indian grey hornbill throughout India. Great Indian hornbill, Western Ghats and northeastern India. So Malabar grey hornbill is only found in the Western Ghats. 322. 322. ये तो इजी है, बहुत इजी है. D. Naracondam hornbill. This hornbill is only found on one island. Nowhere else. देखो, एक तो ना, this question was easy because of the first statement. It's a species that has one of the smallest range of any hornbill. Hornbill का smallest range. Now, ABC are not hornbills. ना? Eagle, crake, starling, white-headed starling, they are not hornbills. ऐसे ही आसान हो गया question. Naracondam hornbill is only found on Naracondam Island, and generally birds are not confined to an island because birds are able to fly from one island to another. But this is a bird which is only confined to this island. 322 का D. 323. 323. helmeted hornbill. C. Large bird of hornbill family. इसका cask है which is reddish in color, which is highly expensive. It's found in Southeast Asia. अंडमान निकोबार में नहीं मिलता. इंडिया में this hornbill is not found. है ना? This is hornbill which is critically endangered, but it is not found in India. It's found in Malaysian Peninsula, Sumatra, Borneo, etc. Answer is C, 1 and 3. 323 का answer is C, 1 and 3. Okay, 324. 324. Take your time. जल्दी आंसर क्यों करना है? आराम से. Hornbill festival. आप ए बोल रहे हैं. ओनली. अच्छा, आप सी बोल रहे हैं. आप क्या बोल रहे हैं? बी. 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 आप क्या क्या सही बोल रहे हैं? 2 और 3. मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ टूरिज्म का नहीं है, स्टेट मिनिस्ट्री का है. नागालैंड का फेस्टिवल है ना. तो 1 is wrong. It's festival of Nagaland. It is organized by state government, not by Ministry of Tourism, central government, government of India. 2 is also wrong. 4 is also wrong. It's not one of the oldest festival. It was started only in 2000. Hornbill festival क्या है ना? In Hornbill festival, the idea is to bring all the tribes together to showcase, to celebrate their diversity, their way of life. It's not something very old. Okay, so first statement में correct statement would have been it is a state festival, it is the annual festival of Nagaland, not Manipur. Second, it is organized by state government of Nagaland, not central government. Third is correct and fourth is wrong. It's not one of the oldest festivals. There are many old festivals in Nagaland. This is Hornbill festival. अभी गवर्नमेंट ने शुरू किया है ना. इट कैन नॉट बी द ओल्डेस्ट वन. इट हैज बीन स्टार्टेड बाय गवर्नमेंट. इट जस्ट स्टार्टेड इन 2000. 3 आर रॉन्ग. ओनली 1 स्टेटमेंट, थर्ड स्टेटमेंट इज करेक्ट. आंसर इज ए. आंसर इज ए. 324 का आंसर इज ए. लेट्स गो टू 325. बर्ड्स में व्हेन इट कम्स टू बर्ड्स आर प्रिपरेशन इज हिला हुआ. कोई बात. 325 इनमें से कौन माइग्रेटरी है? बताइए. ऑल. यस. ग्रेटर फ्लेमिंगो, लेसर फ्लेमिंगो, जैकोबिन कुकू. अफ्रीका से इंडिया माइग्रेट होता है विथ मानसून ना. बार हेडेड गीज. बार हेडेड गीज इज फेमस फॉर माइग्रेटिंग ओवर हिमालयस. इतने हाई एल्टीट्यूड माइग्रेशन पे. राइट. ऑल 4 आर माइग्रेटरी स्पीसीज. 325 डी. 326 एम्परर पेंगुइन. अभी इट वाज इन न्यूज रिसेंटली. 326 एम्परर पेंगुइन. Note carefully, penguins are not mammals, they are birds. Penguins are birds. It's a species of marine mammal is wrong. They are flightless birds. Penguins are birds. देखो penguin का आप structure भी देखोगे ना, तो their flaps, wings have evolved into flaps and their legs remain leg, but they are very close to the surface and their walking style is also very awkward. So they have evolved from birds. They fall in the category of birds only. They are not mammals. Okay, they will lay eggs. Mammals don't lay egg, only few exceptional mammals lay eggs. They lay eggs. Who lay eggs? Birds lay eggs and ये भी egg lay करते हैं. आपको याद होगा जब मैंने पेंगुइन्स के बारे में, एम्परर पेंगुइन्स के बारे में पढ़ाया था, तो फीमेल्स एग ले करके चली जाती हैं, मेल्स टेक केयर ऑफ देम फॉर अ लॉन्ग लॉन्ग पीरियड. Females come back after eating a lot of food after getting healthy. Right? This I taught you. So it is found most northerly of all penguin species. No, it is found in Antarctica. There are some penguins which are found near the equator also. जैसे Galapagos penguin है, Galapagos island में मिलता है ना? तो 2 is wrong. 1 is also wrong. It's not a mammal. It's bird. 2 is also wrong. Answer is D. 326 का answer is D. Okay. 327. 327. House sparrow. सबसे जल्दी आंसर करना चाहते, सोचो, किसी ने सबसे जल्दी आंसर किया और गलत किया तो मुर्गा बना देना है ना? टेक योर टाइम. यू सेइंग हाउस स्पैरो इज एंडेमिक टू इंडिया और दुनिया में कहीं नहीं मिलते. तो चिड़िया है, इतनी कॉमन है, उड़ के बांग्लादेश में भी जाती होगी. हाँ, कॉमन सेंस लगा लेते. स्पैरो इज सो कॉमन, वेस्ट बंगाल में मिल रही होगी, उड़ के बांग्लादेश भी जाती होगी. इस तरह से एलिमिनेट तो कर सकते थे. इट्स नॉट अ बर्ड विच इज ओनली फाउंड इन क्या कहते हैं कि बस्तर रीजन में मिल रहा है, बस्तर हिल मैना, दैट इट विल बी एंडेमिक टू इंडिया. समझ रहे हो? तो थोड़ा टाइम लगाते और ऐसे सोचते, क्या हो जाता, सही आंसर करते. और आपको जल्दी आंसर करना है. जो जल्दी आंसर करते हैं वो लेट सेलेक्ट होते हैं, जो सही आंसर करते हैं वो जल्दी सेलेक्ट होते हैं. राइट? तो सही आंसर करना है. तो 1 is wrong. The bird is not endemic to India. It is native to most of Europe, Mediterranean basin, most of Asia. In fact, it is one of the most widely distributed bird in the world. House sparrow. Okay. Baki 2 and 3 are correct. So answer would be B. The bird is showing a declining trend in urban India in recent years. Urban India, overall its population is not going down, but in urban India, its population is declining because of lack of availability of food, lack of availability of habitation. Greenery कम हो रही है, सब हो रहा है, तो their population will go down. And it is the state bird of Bihar. This is also true. It is the state bird of Bihar. Also, it is the state bird of which other state? Delhi. Union Territory of Delhi का भी state bird क्या है? House sparrow है. Both Bihar and Delhi has this as state bird. Okay. And now easy one. Little egret, grey herons, large egret are species of. अब हम birds के ग्रुप में पढ़ रहे हैं तो it's easy to mark them as birds. Okay. 328A, 329. 329 एक्चुअली थोड़ा सा बस इतना ध्यान रखो, लीसू रेन बैबलर, इट्स अ न्यू बर्ड स्पीसी. बटरफ्लाई नहीं, इट्स अ न्यू बर्ड स्पीसी which is named after the Lisu community of Arunachal Pradesh. It has been recently discovered. It has been named after the Lisu community of Arunachal Pradesh. So 1 is wrong, 2 is correct, B is the answer. Great knot bird, 330. ग्रेट नॉट के बारे में एक चीज पता है, इनके ऑन देयर लेग्स समथिंग वाज अटैच्ड. दे ओरिजिनली bred in where? Russia. वहां से we were trying to identify to which part of India do they come. So that was the bird great knot. So it's a migratory bird. Yes, they traverse the Central Asian flyway. रशिया से जो bird इंडिया में आ रहा है Central Asian flyway ही traverse करेगा. Yes, both are correct. They are strongly migrated. 330C, 331, 331. बताइए, आंसर बताइए। बी, why is one wrong? Chicken is the bird which has highest population in the world. Chicken, billions of chickens are there. Human population से कहीं ज़्यादा chicken का population. Chicken population of the world is around 20-25 billions. Right? So after chicken, this may be the largest population वाला bird, but ऐसे largest population is that of chicken. 2 is correct. It is so widely distributed, so well distributed, it is least concern. Fine. So these were some questions related to birds, which told me that your preparation related to bird is थोड़ा हिला हुआ. कोई बात नहीं. Let's come to reptiles now. Let's talk about reptiles. सॉल्ट वाटर क्रोकोडाइल नेचुरल हैबिटेट में कहाँ जाओगे? भितरकनिका मैंग्रोव्स. मैंग्रोव्स कोस्टल रीजन में होने के ज्यादा चांसेस रहेंगे, राइट? वी नो सॉल्ट वाटर क्रोकोडाइल सुंदरबंस में मिलता है, उड़ीसा के कोस्ट पे मिलता है, अंडमान निकोबार आइलैंड में मिलता है. तो ए 332 ए 333 333 crocodilian population of India. क्या बोल रही है ज्योति? बोलिए बोलिए. डी सी. अच्छा, ये कैसे ऑप्शन बना दिए मैंने? ऑल 4 नहीं ना, नन होना चाहिए. सॉरी, फोर्थ इज, दिस शुड बी नन. I'm really sorry for that. Fourth statement should be none of the above. None of the above. Okay. Naturally, there are only 3 species: ghadial, magar, saltwater crocodile. These are the 3 species of crocodile found in India. State of Odisha has all 3. मगर तो थ्रू आउट द कंट्री मिलता था. रिसेंटली घड़ियाल का भी वहां पे ब्रीडिंग हुआ है आफ्टर अराउंड 30 इयर्स. एंड कोस्टल एरिया में सॉल्ट वाटर क्रोकोडाइल मिलता है. अभी हमने भितरकनिका मैंग्रोव की बात करी, राइट? तो 1 and 2 आर करेक्ट. मार्श क्रोकोडाइल आर फाउंड इन इंडिया एंड आर द लार्जेस्ट क्रोकोडाइल ऑन द प्लैनेट. मार्श क्रोकोडाइल ना दलदल में रहने वाली नॉर्मल मगर क्रोकोडाइल को बोलते हैं. मार्श क्रोकोडाइल आर नॉट सॉल्ट वाटर क्रोकोडाइल. मार्श क्रोकोडाइल किसे बोलते हैं? Magar crocodile. They are not the largest one. Which is the largest one? Saltwater crocodile. So 3 is wrong. 1 and 2 are correct. B is the answer. 333, B is the answer. 333, B is the answer. 334. Here actually I get a lot of request for कि सर एक्सप्लेनेशन डाल दो. देखो, आई हैव नॉट प्रिपेयर्ड एक्सप्लेनेशन फॉर दीज क्वेश्चंस बिकॉज ये सब अपने नोट्स में पढ़ाए हुए हैं, है ना. आंसर्स भी जिसके मुझे याद रखने होते हैं ना, जिसपे मैं कंफ्यूज होता हूँ, वो मैंने लिखा हुआ है. आई हैव प्रिपेयर्ड ऑल दीज क्वेश्चंस माई सेल्फ. दे आर ऑल PYQs और आई हैव प्रिपेयर्ड इट माई सेल्फ. आई डू नॉट हैव डिटेल्ड एक्सप्लेनेशंस फॉर देम. आई कीप ऑन गेटिंग दिस रिक्वेस्ट कि सर डिटेल्ड एक्सप्लेनेशन डाल दो. आई ओनली राइट सम थिंग्स जो मुझे नोट करवाना है एक्स्ट्रा. द थिंग्स विच आर ऑलरेडी देयर इन योर नोट्स, व्हाई वुड आई मेक यू write down those things again? And I do not want you to revise everything through these MCQs. I want you to go through your notes. Revision of this thing, purpose of this revision is to ensure that you are recalling all the important aspects, all the important paragraphs from your notes only. Okay, so if you would want me to give you detailed solution, मुझे 1 महीने का छुट्टी दे दो. For 1500 questions, I will make detailed solution for everything. Then I'll be able to give. आंसर भी ना, यू मे बी थिंकिंग सर आंसर देना बहुत आसान होगा. आंसर I have for some questions, I do not have for some questions. We discuss it and we solve it. Okay, let's come back. 334. Consider the following statements. B. A. A. Climate change can affect sex ratio in some species of reptiles. देखो कुछ reptiles है जैसे crocodile है, उनका sex is not determined by the chromosome. उनका sex is determined by the egg incubation temperature, the temperature at which egg is incubated. This is called temperature dependent sex determination. पढ़ा है क्या अपन ने क्लास में? ये पढ़ा है ना, temperature dependent sex determination. So if the temperature goes up, if the climate change increases the temperature, what would happen? Sex ratio would get affected. So agar at the time of incubation temperature is cooler, around 30 degrees Celsius, you get females. If the temperature is warmer, around 34 degrees Celsius, you get males. If because of climate change, global warming, temperature goes up, you will get more males, useless ones. Right? So crocodiles are not the only species which show temperature dependent sex determination. There are turtles, there are lizards, there are some fish, there are amphibians, there are insects which show TSD, temperature dependent sex determination. It can be affected by climate change and can cause skewed sex ratio for this reason. So both statement 1 and 2 are correct, and statement 2 is the correct explanation of statement 1. Temperature dependent sex determination is an important characteristic of reptile like crocodile. Because it's an important characteristic, climate change can change the sex ratio. Okay, answer would be fine. Are we all comfortable with this? Okay. 335. 335. बताइए, तो पहले बताने की कोशिश करते हो ना आप, तो नीचे देखते रहा करो, ये नीचे क्वेश्चन रीड करके ऐसे मेरी तरफ देख रहे हो, आप पूछो तो. They are the largest crocodilian species, correct? Their population has recently been increasing in Andaman Nicobar Island. That's also correct, right? The Wildlife Protection Act provided the highest level of protection. That is also correct. That is why Andaman and Nicobar Authority have been saying, "Bhaiya, allow us to kill them, reduce their protection level." है ना? All three are correct. Answer is D. Reduce मतलब उन्हें मारना allow करो, इतने बढ़ गए हैं कि human life is getting threatened. Highest level. If something is Schedule 1, you cannot declare them vermin or kill them. जैसे पुराना जो वाइल्ड लाइफ प्रोटेक्शन एक्ट था, ओनली दो स्पीसीज विच वर इन शेड्यूल 3 एंड शेड्यूल 4 कुड बी डिक्लेयर्ड एज वर्मिन, राइट? तो ऑल थ्री आर करेक्ट हियर. आंसर इज डी. 335, आंसर इज डी. लेट्स कम टू 336. 336. तो देखो, क्रोकोडाइल्स के बारे में वी हैव सॉल्व्ड 5-6 डिफरेंट क्वेश्चंस, एंड थ्रू दैट वी हैव ट्राइड टू cover every aspect related to crocodiles. Now let's come to turtles. 336. बताइए। ब्लैक सॉफ्ट शेल टर्टल स्पीसीज। बायोडाइवर्सिटी ने कैसे पढ़ा ये बताइए। इतना, दिस इज वन ऑफ द इम्पोर्टेंट स्पीसीज, इट वाज कंसिडर्ड एक्सटिंक्ट, देन we found them in a temple lake in Assam, and from there it has been reintroduced in the wild. So from extinct it has come to extinct and wild when we found them in temple lake, and then now we have introduced it in wild again, so it has become critically endangered. One is correct, two is wrong. It is still threatened, right? It is still threatened, it's critically endangered. So once upon a time it was critically endangered, then it became extinct because we could not find them. But then we realized they are available in a temple pond, but it is not wild, so it became extinct in wild. After breeding them there, we introduced them in wild, so now it is available in wild, so it became critically endangered. What is the answer? A is the answer. 336, A is the answer. 337. Asian forest tortoise. बताइए। देखो, एशियन फॉरेस्ट टॉर्टोइस इज फाउंड इन नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न इंडिया एंड नॉट इन वेस्टर्न घाट्स, एंड दे आर एंडेंजर्ड. दे आर वन ऑफ द लार्जेस्ट टॉर्टोइस दैट वी नो ऑफ, बट इनमें से इसका कोई कैरेक्टरिस्टिक नहीं है, तो बोथ आर रॉन्ग हियर. डी इज आंसर. आप लोगों ने आफ्टर मैमल्स यू पीपल आर नॉट डूइंग वेल. मैमल्स में यू आर ऑल गुड, बट व्हेन इट केम टू बर्ड्स, ब्लैंक. व्हेन इट केम टू रेप्टाइल्स, अगेन 338. Leith's soft shell turtle. It's found in northeastern India. C is the answer. It's not critically endangered. It's sorry, it is critically endangered. It's listed. It was recently moved to CITES का appendix 1, but it's not found in northeast India. It's found in southern peninsular India. Leith's soft shell turtle is found in southern peninsular India. Come to 339. Critically endangered इनमें से कौन सा है? रिवाइज कर लो जल्दी से. 339. Which of the following turtle species not critically not. देखो, ब्लैक सॉफ्ट शेल टर्टल अभी हमने देखा था, क्रिटिकली एंडेंजर्ड. हॉक्सबिल सी टर्टल, 4 toed river terrapin. We have, while studying them, we have understood their features. Green sea turtle was endangered. Green sea turtle looked green for other. It was called green because of the greenish fat it has on the lower part of the body. Green sea turtle. It is something that was endangered. Okay, let's come to 341. 340, right? 340. Olive Ridley sea turtles. Olive Ridley sea turtle. ये तो आंसर करिए ऑनलाइन स्टूडेंट्स. 340. सर पीडीएफ प्रोवाइड, पीडीएफ इज देयर इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन भाई. निशांत, पीडीएफ इज देयर इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन. 340. Online students. Why is everyone answering C? 1 and 3. 340. Online students, 2 of the students have said answer to be C. Do you agree? Yes or no? Yes. किसी बात से भी एग्री कर जाते हो. ऑनलाइन है तो सही थोड़ी बोल रहे होंगे, जरूरी है. These definitely wrong. These are the only species of turtle which are known for its unique mass nesting Aribada. इसका Kemp's Ridley sea turtle, had we not studied the cousin? Olive Ridley sea turtle, Aribada show करता है. उसके अलावा उसका एक और cousin है Kemp's Ridley sea turtle. That is also known for mass nesting. 3 is wrong. 2 is wrong. It is vulnerable. 1 is correct. It is most abundant of all sea turtle. 1 is correct. So answer would be A. 340 का answer would be A. 340. Olive Ridley sea turtle के क्वेश्चंस भी गलत करोगे, कहाँ जाओगे? Answer would be A. 340 का answer. 341. 341. Let this also be answered by online students. Online बच्चों आप आंसर करिए 341 को. I want to see your participation. ये भी क्लास में मैंने पढ़ाया है. Invasive turtle. Is Olive Ridley sea turtle invasive? देखो इंडियन सॉफ्ट शेल टर्टल तो इन्वेसिव कैसे ही होगा, इंडियन नाम. या फिर हॉक्सबिल सी टर्टल, अभी हम इसे क्रिटिकली इंडेंजर्ड वाले में पढ़ रहे थे. हाउ कैन दिस बी इन्वेसिव? तो रेड ईयर्ड स्लाइडर टर्टल, it reproduces very fast, it eats up all the resources and thus leaves very less things for others. And it's famous because it will be sitting on a stone, but the moment it will hear some noise or something, it will quickly slide into the water. That's why the name red-eared. It's red-eared because around its ear there is this reddish coloration. The red-eared slider turtle, which is a invasive species. Which is an invasive species. 341 का answer is B. 341 answer is B. 342. Consider the following statements about a species of turtle. In India, its population is confined to Nicobar Island. It's one of the important top predators of marine environment. It is the largest of living sea turtles. Leatherback sea turtle. देखो UPSC ने PYQs में भी इसे पूछा था. We did it, and I said कि we'll be solving more questions on this. है ना? Leatherback sea turtle. निकोबार आइलैंड्स में मिलता है, बहुत बड़े साइज का है, इतना बड़ा है कि इट कैन नॉट बी फूड ऑफ एनीवन एल्स. इट इज अमंग द टॉप प्रेडेटर्स, राइट? लेदरबैक सी टर्टल. 342 C. 343 काजी 106F was in news recently. I think this question just got added in between here. It's not of turtles. That's a hint. No, it's not a mistake. This question should have been here. What is the answer? A. It's a golden tiger with color variation caused by recessive gene. हाँ तो ये टर्टल नहीं है, ये भी तो पता होना चाहिए ना. It was monsoon के time. It was found in northeastern India and it was given the name Kazi 106F. It was in news for that reason. It's a tiger, not turtle or anything. Okay, let's go. So what is the answer? A. 344. 344. We are still on reptiles, but from turtles we have moved to snakes. 344. A. B. बताइए. B. Who is saying A? You are saying A. Which is correct? He is correct. He is not correct. That was king cobra. This is Indian. Russell viper 1 is correct. 2 is correct. 3 is not correct. 1 is not correct. Majority of the snakes are non-venomous. More than 85% of the snakes in India are non-venomous. तो snakes को देख के कि आपको खाई जाएंगे ऐसा नहीं है. And even other snakes which are venomous, they are afraid of you. They'll stay away from you. They'll attack you only when they are feeling threatened. Okay, 1 is wrong. 2 is correct. If we talk about big 4, we have Russell's viper, which is responsible for 40% of the deaths. We have common krait, we had Indian cobra, and we have Indian saw-scaled viper. These are the 4 snakes which are part of big 4, responsible for most of the deaths in the country. And Indian spectacled cobra do not make nest. Only one snake in the world, king cobra, is responsible for makes nest. So A is the answer. 344 ka A is the answer. 345. 345. Come on. A? Yes. It is known as spectacled cobra or Asian cobra. It's not vulnerable. It will make human population vulnerable. Indian cobra is so well spread. Its population is good enough. It's not threatened. What is vulnerable? King cobra. Indian cobra is not. Right? So A is the answer. 345 ka A is the answer. Jaipur ground gecko. इसको recently appendix 2 में डाला गया है. This species of gecko is most likely to be found in which of the following regions of India? B. Jaipur. This Jeypore is a place in the Odisha, not our Jaipur, the pink city Jaipur. It's the Odisha wala Jaipur where it has been discovered. So this was first discovered in 1877. It was considered extinct after that, but was rediscovered in 2010 and has recently been added in appendix 2 of the sites. Okay, so reptiles done. So we are done with mammals, we are done with birds, we are done with reptiles. It's taking us half an hour, but we are revising most of the important things there. If time would have permitted, I would have discussed some other snakes also. But just while revising, go through the notes mein wo portion which you have kept in bold, which you have kept underlined, just revise them once. Okay, let's talk about, what are we starting with? 347. Marine species, fish species. 347. This report, illegal trade in marine species 2015 to 2021. Actually, there is no way of knowing it unless you have studied it. It is Wildlife Conservation Society India, WCS India. Illegal trade in marine species in India 2015 to 2021. This report was published by Wildlife Conservation Society India, WCS India. Fact है, इसको कुछ करा नहीं जा सकता. Okay, 348. 348. Which of the following is a filter feeder? Filter feeder. What are filter feeders? They will allow water to pass through them and they will filter some nutrients from them. In this way, they also clean water. Who can do that? Catfish is a fish. It's not a filter feeder. Catfish is something which will kill anything that comes in its way. It's not a filter feeder. Octopus again hunts other things. Pelican, what is pelican? It will not be a filter feeder. Oyster, it will allow water to pass through it and in the process nutrients which are there, it will be absorbing those. Oysters are efficient filter feeders and they help. I'll write down this about oysters. Oysters are efficient filter feeders. Oysters are efficient filter feeders and they help remove excess nitrogen from waters, and they help remove excess nitrogen from water, and they help remove excess nitrogen from waters by incorporating it into their shells and tissues. नाइट्रोजन को वो incorporate कर लेते हैं by incorporating them in their shells and tissues as they grow. By incorporating them in their shells and tissues as they grow. Okay, so 348 का answer will be C. Let's go to 349. 349. बताइए. The question is, which of the following are not correctly matched? Note it carefully. Which of the following are not correctly matched? The correct answer would accordingly change. Everyone is blank. D? No, D. All are incorrectly matched. देखो, Ganges shark is known as true river shark. So A का correct matching is 3. Tor Ramadevi is tiger of the water. Tor Ramadevi एक मशीर fish है, big mashir fish. It has been given the scientific name of Tor Ramadevi. It is known as the tiger of the water. And Pondicherry shark is known as Palasora. Locally, it's known as Palasora. So all three of them are incorrectly matched here. Answer would be D. 349 का answer would be D. Let's go to 350. 350. How many filter feeders are there in the ecosystem? यार ये तो मुझे भी नहीं पता. मतलब I seriously do not know how many filter feeders are there. There must be many. है ना? कई बार तो जैसे हमने उसकी बात करी थी. Even the large fish like whale. Which whale? Whale shark. जो सबसे बड़ा fish है. Not the blue whale. Blue whale is a mammal. Whale shark. Even it's kind of filter feeder. What does it do? It opens its mouth and moves. It's so big that a lot of things get into its mouth and it eats them up. It is also kind of filter feeder. Okay, anyways, let's come to 350. They are listed as endangered by IUCN. They are largest known fish species in the world. Which is the largest fish species in the world? Huh? Whale shark. है ना? They are endangered, largest known fish species. They can grow up to 10 meters, 30 feet and weigh around 20 tons. 1 ton is 1000 kg. 1 quintal is 100 kg, 1 ton is 1000 kg. They may weigh up to 20 tons. Right? So, clarity है इस पे? What is the answer? A. An important question. 351. 351. बताइए. C, both are correct. Sea cow is a mammal and seahorse is a fish. C. 351, C. Fine. 352. 352. Hilsa. I told you all the stories of Hilsa in class. It's listed as near threatened in under IUCN Red List. No. It is least concern. It is least concern, not near threatened. One is incorrect. Peculiar habitat requirement of Hilsa makes it difficult to farm Hilsa fish. They live in ocean, but they breed in river water. So that's why you cannot farm it. आप एक खेत में पानी भर के एक pond में पानी भर के you will not be able to farm it because they have specialized breeding requirement. The 2 is correct, 1 is wrong. Bangladesh में ना they are the state national fish for them. They eat it like anything. The population is pretty large. India में the population scarcity is there. But Bangladesh में भी this fish is in demand so much that it has banned exports from Bangladesh. Bangladesh only allows export at the time of Durga Puja. दुर्गा पूजा फेस्टिवल इन वेस्ट बंगाल, वहां पे हिल्सा का बहुत डिमांड रहता है. But only because of the cultural significance for India, Bangladesh allows export of hilsa during that time. Okay, so hilsa, it's also known as ilish. Ilish. So it is one of the tastiest fish that you'll eat. You are a fish eater. Jyoti is doing this. तो खुद वेजिटेरियन है तो दूसरे के खाने को ऐसे एक्सप्रेशन दे रही है? नहीं. 352 का बी, 353 बी, 352 का बी. लेट्स कम टू 353. सकर माउथ कैटफिश. सकर माउथ कैटफिश पढ़ा है अपन ने. अफ्रीकन कैटफिश, सकर माउथ कैटफिश, दे आर व्हाट? इन्वेसिव. African catfish can still be eaten, and fish farmers introduced them. But suckermouth catfish has so hardy body that it is not even eaten. Okay, so it's an invasive species. It's high. It has high food value. No, 2 is wrong. Only 1 is correct. है ना? They're only fit for aquarium. They don't have any food value. Fishermen don't find buyers for these fish. They are popular in aquarium as they are preferred for cleaning inside walls of the aquarium. Aquarium पे algae जो बन जाएगा ना, they can eat anything. So they can eat algae, they can eat other fish. So that is why in aquarium they are popular. So 353 का answer is A. Let's go to 354. Invasive fish कौन सी है इसमें से? 354. बातें कर लो, एग्जाम में बात करने को मिलेगा. आ जाओ, यहाँ आके बैठो. आ जाओ. नहीं इनको बोल रहा हूँ, सिद्धार्थ को. हाँ आ जाओ, बताओ आंसर. टेक योर टाइम, गिव मी एन आंसर. ये एलिमिनेशन टेक्निक एलिमिनेट करके. अच्छा, टेल मी व्हाट फॉर श्योर इज नॉट इन्वेसिव अकॉर्डिंग टू यू? हाँ, whale shark. Whale shark for sure is not invasive. Endangered है बेचारा, invasive कैसे होगा? And then cold water trout. Cold water trout के बारे में हमने पढ़ा था ना. कश्मीर में its production has increased. Its demand is a lot in European market. Its demand is in lot. कश्मीर में भी बहुत consume होता है. It's not an invasive fish. It's a fish which has very high food value. Very tasty, in demand a lot. अगर ज़्यादा हो पाएगा, we'll be able to export it to the European countries. Rest, suckermouth catfish, alligator gar and Thai magur are all invasive. हमने जब invasive fish species पढ़ी थी, we studied African catfish, we studied suckermouth catfish, we studied alligator gar. Alligator gar का एक image भी दिखाया था, बड़ा सा fish ऐसे हाथ में लेके खड़ा था एक इंसान, तरह का fish. Then Thai magur, bellied paku, red-bellied piranha, Asian capu. These are all invasive fish species. These are all invasive fish. So while revising, एक हमने ना एक छोटा सा पैराग्राफ दिया है in your notes about invasive fish species. This year we studied another invasive fish species. वो जो golden color का fish होता है, याद है? Europe में it has become invasive. Okay. So what is the answer here? B. Only 3. Only 3 is the answer. 355. 355. Now fish are also done. We are going to, in fact, vertebrates are done. We have come to invertebrates. A. These living organisms are lowest multicellular. Lowest multicellular living organisms are what? पोरीफेरा और स्पंजेस. इन्हें हम स्पंज भी बोलते हैं, राइट? तो ए 355 का ए इज द आंसर. Is everyone comfortable with this? Okay. 356. 356. Brown onyx, common three ring, silver forget me not are species of butterflies. Butterfly. There is no way of attempting these questions other than the fact that you have heard about and you will make some guess. So these are butterflies. 356 answer would be B. Let's go to 357. Soldiers of farmers. Which butterfly is known as soldiers of farmers? हमने 3 butterflies पढ़े थे which are fighting for the status of national butterfly of India, है ना? उनमें से one of the butterflies, the second one, Indian Jezebel, was known as soldiers of farmers. They also, as they prey on parasites that infest fruit-bearing plants. These butterflies help farmers by killing those parasites, by eating those parasites. 357 B. 358. Perhaps the easiest one. Tamil Nadu has recently declared which butterfly as the state butterfly. पर जरूरी नहीं है. यहाँ पे you must know कि Tamil yeoman is the butterfly. What if they had declared something else as the state bird? Right? So A is the answer. 358 का A is the answer. 359. Yams Pinops. Geroensis. It's a, just remember this K term. It is a spider. Spider. That's it. Fine. Let's go to 360. 360. 360. ए तो सेक्सुअल डाइमॉर्फिज्म बोलते हैं ना उसे. Males and females of a species have significantly different physical characteristic. That was sexual dimorphism. We have studied it, है ना? We have studied it. Okay. 360 का A. नहीं, 360 का A is wrong. Answer is B. Write down something about this term. जो ये लिखा है xenandromorphism. What is it? It's a phenomena when an individual have both male and female tissues. It's a phenomena when an individual has both male and female tissues. Scientists view this as genetic aberration. Genetic aberration. Genetic aberration. Please note, यहाँ पे we are not saying that they have both male and female organs. No, some tissues are there. Okay. Whereas the C statement, the condition of having both male and female reproductive organ, this is called hermaphroditism. This is called hermaphroditism. ये C का definition. It is the condition of having both male and female reproductive organ. जैसे when we talk about flowering plants, अभी देखा ना flowers में we had both male and female organs, है ना? तो those are called hermaphroditic plants. There are hermaphroditic animals also, but they are mostly invertebrates, worms, moss animals, flukes, snails, slugs. No, yes, they may be like that. Okay, so here 360 ka what is the answer? P is the answer. Come to 361. 361. Sea cucumbers. Have we studied sea cucumbers in class? It is one of the marine products which is illegally traded a lot? Tell me. Here actually do we know sea cucumbers? Okay, echinoderms होते हैं, ये हमें पता है. They are echinoderms. Same group में where we have starfish radial body. So see, they are that. They are exclusively marine animals. That is true. Sea cucumbers are marine animals. देखो, they look like cucumbers. They look like cucumbers, but they are animals. They are animals. They are in animal kingdom. So they are exclusively marine mammal is also correct. They play a role in marine ecosystem similar to what earthworms do for terrestrial ecosystem. This is also correct. They help in recycling of the nutrients. A new study of Wildlife Conservation Society India have shown that sea cucumber were the most frequently trafficked marine species in India between 2015 and 2021. Though an extreme word, most frequently trafficked marine species, but it is correct. This was a marine species which was most frequently illegally trafficked. अभी हमने WCS के रिपोर्ट के बारे में पढ़ा था. उसी रिपोर्ट में ये बोला गया था कि among marine species this is the most trafficked species, and recently at COP19 of CITES, sea cucumber of genus Helenota were added in appendix 2. This is also correct. So this is just an informative question which is helping you revise everything about sea cucumber once. So answer is D. 361 ka answer is D. Okay, so these were everything about animal kingdom. Now we'll go to plants. Now we'll go to forest cover and those things. Okay, so let's go to 362. Let's go to 362. एक सेकंड दे दीजिए बिफोर आई स्टार्ट द प्लांट किंगडम. Okay, let's start with 362. Tell me, which of the above statements are incorrect? The statutory body which functions under National Survey Organization, which functions as a National Survey Organization, it publishes the annual India State of Forest Report. Both are incorrect. Not a statutory body, and State of Forest Report is not an annual report. It was a biennial report, but it was supposed to come in 2023 December. It did not. 4 साल में भी नहीं आया. 21 में आया था. It was supposed to come in 23. It hasn't. It's not an annual report. Both are wrong. Answer would be 362. Answer would be C. Let's come to 360. Total forest cover के accordingly arrange करो. Ascending order. Ascending मतलब increasing. Oh, actually it should be descending. It should be descending because ascending का option ही नहीं दिया है ना. It should be descending. The question should be about descending. Make it descending, right? (363). What is the answer? B. माचो मराठी. हमने ऐसे याद किया था. मध्य प्रदेश, अरुणाचल प्रदेश, छत्तीसगढ़, उड़ीसा एंड महाराष्ट्र. This was the order in terms of total area. मध्य प्रदेश, अरुणाचल प्रदेश, छत्तीसगढ़, उड़ीसा एंड महाराष्ट्र. माचो मराठी, राइट. 363 का बी. 363 का बी. 364. 364. Which among the following states have the highest percentage of land under forest cover? D. Lakshadweep. याद है लकी मैम गॉट मनी लैंड. लक्षद्वीप, मैम में मिजोरम, अंडमान, अरुणाचल प्रदेश एंड मेघालय. फिर मणिपुर, नागालैंड. इसमें लकी मैम वर those states and UTs where the percentage was higher than 75%. Forest cover percentage was higher than 75%. Okay, B is the answer. Lakshadweep. Lakshadweep has the highest. More than 90% of Lakshadweep is under forest cover. 364. B is the answer. Let's go to 365. 75% से ज़्यादा इसमें है, इसमें नहीं है. Less than 75. Assam, right? Assam. There are 5 states and UTs which have more than 75% of forest cover in India. Those are Lakshadweep, Lucky ka L, Mam, Mizoram, Andaman, Arunachal, Meghalaya. Lucky Mam. Got it? ये 75 India में states and UTs which have more than 75% of the forest cover: Lakshadweep, Mizoram, Andaman, Arunachal, Meghalaya. Lucky मैम. राइट. तो बी 365 का बी. 366 एक ज्योग्राफी का क्वेश्चन भी पूछ लिया, बट बिकॉज आई हैड कवर्ड इट इन एनवायरमेंट तो आई थॉट. अरेंज द अबव फॉरेस्ट टाइप्स इन डिक्रीजिंग ऑर्डर ऑफ द फॉरेस्ट कवर. मतलब सबसे ज्यादा फॉरेस्ट कवर फर्स्ट एंड देन फॉलो इट. Which is the type of forest which is most prominent in India? Dry deciduous. अरे moist deciduous होने के लिए बहुत सारा, देखो most of the India, look at the peninsular India, it's dry वाला ना. Western Ghats को छोड़ दो, if you leave Western Ghats it's dry only. So tropical dry deciduous forest constitute of 40% of India's forest. Tropical dry deciduous forest constitute of 40%. Then moist deciduous. 17% of the forest in India are moist deciduous. Dry deciduous are tropical dry deciduous 40%, tropical moist deciduous 17%. Semi evergreen 9%. Okay, these are the 3 types of forest which has the highest forest cover as per the state of forest report. 40% tropical dry deciduous, 17% tropical moist deciduous and 9% tropical semi evergreen forest. 366 का A. Even if you remember some basic things कि यार dry deciduous highest, moist deciduous second highest, you will be able to eliminate various options, right? 366. What is the answer then? Dry deciduous should come first. 3 should come first. 1. 3142. 3142. Right. A. Most of the India जहाँ पे rainfall humidity would be slight. So most of Indian forest is what? Deciduous forest. The drier region where rainfall is on the lower side, we get dry deciduous. The region where humidity and rainfall is slightly higher side, so those regions we get where we get 200 centimeter of rainfall, 150 centimeter of rainfall, there will get moist deciduous. Lower rainfall will get. Acha, these are Terai region. Terai region. 366 A. Let's go to 367. Which of the following is are not a true characteristic? Not a true of tropical. See, they are all true characteristic, na? They are found in warm and humid area. They are well stratified. There is no definite time to shed their leaves. Rosewood, mahogany, ebony are important. all are correct, है ना? Remove the not from the question. Remove this not from the not needed. Is not needed. है ना? 367D. 367D. Okay, so this was about forest, types of forest and all. Now let's come to mangroves. 368. 368. Mangroves. A, B, D, all are correct. D for dog. अरे देखो, मैंग्रोव है तो मरीन इकोसिस्टम में, कोस्टल इकोसिस्टम में ग्रो कर रहा होगा. टॉलरेंस टू सैलिनिटी मेक सेंस. टॉलरेंस टू ऑक्सीजन डेफिशिएंट सॉइल. व्हेन द सॉइल इज मोस्टली वेट, उस वेट सॉइल में क्या गैस ट्रैप्ड रहता है? नहीं रहता. तो ऑक्सीजन डेफिसिट सॉइल से टॉलरेंस. इट डेवलप्स रूट्स which come upwards so that it will be able to get aerial roots, है ना? इसे बोलते हैं pneumatophores, है ना? In this way they are able to tolerate even less oxygen soil, succulent or thick fleshy leaves to store water, and viviparity or viviparous seedling. Their seeds will grow when the seeds are part of the plant only. After the small sprouts have come out, they will fall. If the seeds would have fallen in salt water, they would not have been able to grow. So what would happen? Seeds would grow while the seeds are still attached to the plant. So write down about, if you don't know about vivipary, write down. It's a phenomena that involves seeds germinating prematurely. It is a phenomena that involves seeds germinating prematurely while they are still inside or attached to, while they are still inside or attached to the parent plant or fruit, attached to the parent plant or fruit. कुछ फिश फ्राई होने की आवाज आ रही है मुझे. नहीं है, एसी में गैस भरा जा रहा है ना? ओके, एनीवेज, many mangrove species show vivipary. Many mangrove species show vivipary. देखो आजकल ना, I spend my time from perhaps 8 in the morning till 10 at night in office. तो मेरे लिए फिश जरूरी होगा. विटामिन डी और कहीं से मिल नहीं रहा ना. I think of fish. Fish will give me some vitamin. So vivipary is a phenomena that involves seeds germinating prematurely. Many mangrove species show vivipary. So ovum is fertilized while still on the parent tree and grows by combination of photosynthesis and acquisition of nutrients from the parent. Got it? So all D. 368D. Let's go to 369. Highest mangrove cover in India. West Bengal. What is the correct order? West Bengal, Gujarat, Andaman, Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, Odisha. है ना? This was the order. हमने बोला था West Bengal, Andaman, Andhra. ये नाम ना Andaman, Andhra, third. So West Bengal, Gujarat, Andaman, Andhra, Maharashtra, Odisha. So generally there is a shift from one side to another, other than in case of Andaman and Andhra Pradesh. West Bengal, Gujarat, and together, Andaman, Andhra Pradesh together, then again Maharashtra, then again Odisha. So you are moving like this. This is how you can remember it. Just keep and together. Got it? West Bengal. West Bengal से एकदम, if you go on the other side, what will you get? Gujarat. If you go, देखो West Bengal में we have Sundarbans, no doubt. The highest West Bengal का है. Go on the other side, Gujarat. Go on the other side, Andaman. So Andaman and Andhra, similar name, we keep them together. then on the other side Maharashtra, on the other side Odisha. Essay, you can roughly remember that. So the next question, 370. Arrange the following states in increasing order of total area under mangrove. Increasing order means you have to start with the lowest one and then go up. One should be last, 2 should be second last, 1, 2, and 3 should be third last. A is the answer. 370 ka A. Is everyone comfortable with this? 370A. Okay. 371. Education for all is telling me formaldehyde hota hai fish mein. Do not eat fish. There are good fats. B12. Nah, everything is there in fish. 371. Which of the following countries isn't a member of recently launched intergovernmental body Mangrove Alliance for Climate? It's an easy one, very easy one. Which? Afghanistan. Afghanistan में mangrove हो ही नहीं सकते. You have to have marine ecosystem, right? So, Mangrove Alliance for Climate is an initiative by UAE and Indonesia. Then it includes countries like India, Sri Lanka, Australia, Spain. So, Afghanistan doesn't have any coastal region, it's a landlocked country. So, D, 371D. Everyone is comfortable? Okay. 372. Tell me. The moment the pair based question comes, all the tukka, everything stops. Why have I covered these 5 wetlands? These 4 wetlands? Because एक study आया था which said that Sundarbans is among the top 5 wetlands in terms of blue carbon storage. These were other important one of them. The most important wetlands in the world in terms of blue carbon storage would be these ones. Acha, tell me something which you are sure about. Everglades in US. Now we had watched a video of Everglades also when we were talking about Burmese rock python, which have become invasive in Everglades. Everglades में invasive हो गए हैं, तो हमने एक वीडियो देखा था जहाँ पे some people were catching Burmese rock python. उसको जब when they opened it up, they found around 70-80 eggs inside. So they were saying कि we have not caught only one python, but 70-80 of its kids, which would have again created problems. So Everglades are located in USA. That is for sure. Okay. और क्या सही है? क्या क्या क्या? हाँ, मातो ग्रोस ने ये ब्राजील में है ना. Kakadu is in Australia and जो Bang de Arguin National Park है, that is in Mauritania. So 2 and 4 उनका order has been switched. बाकी Everglades US में people would be able to answer. Mato Grossens Brazil में people would be able to answer this also. 2 Kakadu is in Australia and Bang de Arguin is in Mauritania. ये order हमने थोड़ा बदल दिया है, तो 2 pairs are correct. B 372 का B is the answer. Okay, 372B. Let's go to 373. Yes, nice. Ritvik said ki sir, Mauritania mein there should be French sounding name, and that's why I assumed that the two names have been switched. Bang D Arguin, ये थोड़ा French नाम लग रहा है ना, जो Mauritania में इसलिए होना चाहिए. That is what he had guessed. हाँ, fine. देखो, when you will be attempting questions, there will be around 30-35 questions which you will be like, I know for sure. But you have to make 60 questions right in order to clear the exam. You attempt 80 to 90 questions, you make 60 right. So remaining 25-30 question कैसे right होंगे? You may think कि वो तुक्का लगेगा, तुक्का नहीं लगेगा. You will be using all the knowledge, all the skills that you have learned in your entire life. He understood कि French name, तो Mauritania में होने का scope ज़्यादा है. ऐसे ही many a times. I still remember when I wrote my first attempt, तो मैंने ना ज़्यादा preparation नहीं करी थी. Like at that time, CSAT was included in your score for clearing pre. So I was working as a software engineer. I had taken a weeks off, और उस week off को वो नहीं, throughout the year I was reading something, but एग्जाम से एक वीक पहले मैंने ऑफ लिया और मैंने ना एक ये सुभाष कश्यप की आर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बुक आती है, आई फोकस्ड ऑन दैट एंड माय ऑप्शनल वाज हिस्ट्री. तो मैंने हिस्ट्री पहले भी पढ़ा हुआ था, थोड़ा सा हिस्ट्री पे फोकस. आई वाज नॉट एबल टू स्टडी एनीथिंग एल्स. आई डिड नॉट स्टडी साइंस, आई डिड नॉट स्टडी एनवायरनमेंट, कुछ वैसा था ही नहीं ना. ज्योग्राफी थोड़ा बहुत जो कभी कभी एनसीईआरटी पढ़ा था वो. आई डिडंट डू वेरी वेल इन एग्जाम. आई ओनली स्कोर्ड 58 या 59 that exam. I was able to clear pre because in CSAT I scored 192. उस टाइम CSAT वो जुड़ता था, तो 192 plus 50 something, 50-60 something took me to 250. Cutoff was 210, and that's why CSAT was very unfair. If CSAT was included in the overall score, no, a person like me who had not even prepared was easily able to crack. तो उस एग्जाम में other than knowing some history and some geography, I was able to attempt a few more questions. I still remember a question related to vultures was asked and I was able to do it because 2-3 साल पहले when I was at home from my college, I was watching some Discovery पे video where neck drooping in vultures and because of diclofenac was being discussed. I had not noted it, but वो ना थोड़ा सा दिमाग में था. When that question came, I was like, हाँ शायद ये होना चाहिए. I was able to do it. So what I'm trying to tell you is, throughout your life, you'll have many experiences. All those things will help you in exam. So go in exam with an open mind. Even the person who's scoring 120, 130 does not know more than 30-35 questions. उसके बाद they will be like, ये नहीं हो सकता, ये हो सकता है, ये होना चाहिए, ये होगा. तो for those of you who will be able to do this more effectively, you will clear the exam. For those, there is no one, even if you make me sit in the examination hall and say, sir, only attempt those questions about which you are 100% sure, I will not be able to attempt more than 35 questions. और उसमें भी 100% गारंटी नहीं, उसमें भी देखना 90% ही सही निकलेंगे. If you make me sit in the examination, then that is going to happen. I think I have been teaching for 6-7 years now, और जितना मैं पढ़ाता हूँ उतना शायद कोई और टीचर नहीं पढ़ाता, because I cover current affairs and even then I will not be able to. So when you are not able to know more than 30-35 questions 100% sure, that is completely okay. बाकी क्वेश्चंस में ना just try to use your common sense, use your techniques, tricks. आपका guts, आपके intuition बहुत useful हो. Will be very, very, very useful. Right? So focus on those. That will be crucial. That will be. In spite of studying everything, you may forget most of the things, and जब वो ऑप्शन देख लेगा शायद ये होना चाहिए, मार देना. If you feel like जो जो सबसे पहले आता है ना कि यार ये लग रहा है मुझे, ओके ठीक है ये लग रहा है, खत्म. When you have doubts about 2 questions, तो जिसके बारे में आपने पहले सोचा ना, choose that. This was told to me by one of my teachers when I was preparing for IIT JEE. I was like कि सर दो में कंफ्यूजन हो जाता है, क्या करें? तो सर ने बोला कि तो जो सबसे पहले तुम्हें लग रहा है ना वो मारना। तो क्यों? तो सबसे पहले जो तुम्हें लगा है ना वो तुमने जो मेहनत करी है, पढ़ाई करी है, उसके बेसिस पे आपके दिमाग ने बोला। उसके बाद तुमने बिना वजह सोच सोच के चीजें और खराब कर दी हैं, तो बाकी ऑप्शंस कंफ्यूज कर रहे हैं। तो गो फॉर दैट। इट्स नॉट दैट इट विल ऑलवेज बी करेक्ट, बट देयर आर हायर चांसेस ऑफ इट बीइंग करेक्ट। ओके, तो व्हाई आई एम सेइंग दिस, बिकॉज दिस इज बेस्ड ऑन योर हार्ड वर्क। आपने जो एफर्ट्स पुट किए, आपने जो नॉलेज थ्रू आउट लाइफ गेन करी है, उसके बेसिस पे द फर्स्ट थिंग दैट यू कुड थिंक ऑफ वाज दैट, स्टिक विद दैट, अनलेस यू आर वेरी श्योर अबाउट समथिंग एल्स, फिर तो कोई बात ही नहीं है। बट if two options are equally doubtful. Okay, let's come back to the question of Everglades वाला हमने कर लिया था, right? This one, which of the following is our grasses of Poaceae family? सब इसी फैमिली के हैं, सारे ग्रास इसी फैमिली के। एंड राइस, व्हीट, मेज, रगी, देर ऑल ग्रास। शुगर केन, बैम्बू, मेज, रगी, wheat, rice, millet. तो when you are eating रोटी, आइए, कैसे हैं आप? अच्छे, आ जाइए, आगे आइए। मैं धन्य हो गया आप मेरी क्लास में आए, मेरे को देख के धन्य हो गए। अरे मुझे देखने आते हो, दो पैसे दो। देखने के पैसे? अरे मेरे को डिसाइड करने दो ना, मुझे देखने के पैसे लगा रहे हो कि नहीं? क्या बोल रहे हो? मुंह दिखाई तुम्हारे तो तुम्हारे दिमाग में यही सब चलता रहता है, इसलिए तुम्हें सबसे अलग बिठाया है। चलो, तो देखो, जितने भी ग्रास आप अपने अराउंड देखते हो, एंड देन मोस्ट ऑफ द फूड ग्रेन्स दैट यू सी, मिलेट्स, राइस, व्हीट, रगी, देर ऑल डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ ग्रास। व्हीट वाज अ टाइप ऑफ ग्रास ओनली, उसको हमने सेपरेट करके कल्टीवेशन चालू किया है। शुगर क्रेन, बैम्बू, देर ऑल ऑफ दिस फैमिली, all the grasses are of this family. Okay, so answer would be D, 1, 2, 3. Which of the following is are not grass of Poaceae family? मैंने बोला सारे ग्रास इसी फैमिली के होते हैं, तो डी, राइट, डी। ओके, 375, 375। क्या फालतू की डिस्कशन कर रहे हो? ऐसा कुछ नहीं होगा, पढ़ाई करो। 375। Which of the following is not an example of tropical grassland? हमने ट्रॉपिकल और टेम्परेट ग्रासलैंड्स पढ़े थे। So the following is not an example of tropical. Sorry? Down is temperate grassland. Down is temperate grassland from Australia. देखो, ट्रॉपिकल ग्रासलैंड में वी हैव सवाना इन अफ्रीका, देन ऑस्ट्रेलिया में भी ट्रॉपिकल ग्रासलैंड है, साउथ अमेरिका में भी है। साउथ अमेरिका में कैंपोज आर फाउंड इन ब्राजील, कैंपोज आर ट्रॉपिकल ग्रासलैंड ऑफ ब्राजील। लैनोस is tropical grassland of Venezuela. So Llanos, Campos, Savannah, they're all tropical grassland. Whereas down, temperate grassland. The prairies, steppes, they're all temperate grassland. The down is temperate grassland of Australia. Down is temperate grassland of Australia. Question tha, which of the following is not an example of tropical grassland? So B, 375 B. 376. Which one of the following is used in preparing a natural mosquito repellent? Lemongrass, right? Easy one. Have we, क्या हमने क्लास में कवर किया है इसे? Okay. 376 C, easy one. 377. Consider the following statements about distribution of bamboo in India. बैम्बू भी ग्रास ही है, हम ग्रास की बात कर रहे हैं, तो लेट्स टॉक अबाउट बैम्बू. ब्लैंक फेसेस क्यों पढ़ा है ना अपन ने? व्हाट इज नॉट ट्रू? One is not true. Where do we have most of our bamboo? Northeast India and West Bengal together have more than 50% of our bamboo. Northeast India and West Bengal together has more than 50% of our bamboo. तो ये बोलना कि Western Ghats contribute to 50% of bamboo cover is wrong. One is wrong. One is wrong. One is wrong. 377 का आंसर is B. 377 का B. 378. तो क्लास खत्म करने का टाइम हो गया, 8 बजे वो ड्रिलिंग चालू कर देंगे ना, दे दो फिर, जब तक ड्रिलिंग चालू नहीं करते पढ़ाते. आज we have solved good number of questions because initially we solved 28 questions and then 78 questions. Here we have already solved 100 plus questions. Nice. 378. Arundinaria, bambusa, kimono bambusa, dendrocalamus, they are various genus of bamboos. Fine. देखो इस तरह के क्वेश्चंस ना उसके लिए आए हैं, मैंग्रोव्स के लिए. इन द पास्ट यूपीएससी हैज आस्क्ड, तो इफ दे आस्क समथिंग लाइक दिस फॉर बैम्बूस वी शुड बी लाइक हाँ ये सुना तो है, बैम्बू होना चाहिए, राइट? तो 378. व्हाट इज द आंसर? बी. 378 आंसर इज बी. लेट्स गो टू 379. मियावाकी मेथड, अगेन इजी वन. मिनी फॉरेस्ट इन अर्बन एरिया, पीवाईक्यूज में भी पूछा हुआ है. 379 का सी. 379 के 389 कहाँ से आ गया? 380. I'm sorry, 380. It should be 380, not 389. 380. They've started drilling. I'll not be able to stop them now because 8 बजे के बाद we have allowed them to do their work. So we'll stop here today, है ना? For questions from 380 to 422 के बाद वाले हमने डिस्कस कर लिए हैं एट द बिगिनिंग ऑफ द क्लास. तो 380 to 422 आई विल पुट दोज इन द कमेंट सेक्शन. कल वाले का कमेंट सेक्शन में आंसर डाल दिया था, आज वाले का भी कमेंट सेक्शन में आई विल पुट द आंसर फॉर द रिमेनिंग क्वेश्चन. एंड इफ यू विल हैव एनी डाउट्स यू आस्क इट टू मी टुमारो. फाइन. कल के क्वेश्चंस में कोई डाउट है जिसको कमेंट सेक्शन में डाला है? नहीं, ठीक है. So I'll see you tomorrow at 5 p.m. and tomorrow at the beginning of the class I had explained what are the areas that we are going to cover. We'll prioritize PYQs first. First we'll finish PYQs and then we'll go on to other areas. Okay. Thank you very much.